Alright, I'm going live. How is everybody doing this evening? I guess it's morning for you. Oh, you can see my old tab on the stream. That's very sad. I shouldn't be doing that, but oh, never mind. I hope everyone's good. I really wanted to play some more Terra Invicta this week, so I thought I'd stream it. And the idea for the stream is we're going to go and try and take over Australia. We're going to take over Australia. That's the plan. So let's get the game loading, because that does take a wee while. And 4 a.m. for you, Neil. Damn, that's really early. Thanks for getting up. Although, thanks for getting up at 4 to catch this. Are you on your way to work? And also, thanks to everyone else who's already jumped in the stream. That's really cool. Nice to see you all. I know this isn't the most exciting game in the world to watch, but I want to try and get into the nitty-gritty of it. I want to try and maybe work out a little bit more on how you customize countries once you've taken them. So there may be a bit more working stuff out rather than just clicking through things like I've been doing in the last few streams. Take it a bit more logically. How is the audio? Is it coming through okay? Is the music a bit too loud? Let me know, because last time I was a bit too quiet, unfortunately. I didn't realize. Maybe we should have loaded the game before I started the stream. That would have been a good idea. Thanks, David. Okay, here we go. It's alright. The music is loud compared to my voice. Well, I can fix that. You have to see my alt tab for a second while I fix that, though. Let's just turn the desktop audio down a little bit. If I turn this off... No, it's not going to capture the game, okay. It's not going to work either. We'll just keep it in the normal. It does look like a Babylon 5 style ship, doesn't it, Red Sauce? That's because the game is got a similar background. Nice, David. It's nice. Enjoy your day off work. You don't have to spend the whole time on the stream, but that's cool that you're choosing to do so. I know that very well, Neil, as well. Not having a good sleeping schedule when you're a student. I have been there. Oh, it takes a while to load, I know. There's a lot going on in the background. It's pretty smooth once the game's up and running, though, apart from scrolling in and out of the world map, but I can understand why. What I would really like to do in this stream is, we're going to skip the intro, unless has anyone not seen the intro before? Wow, it's jerky. I want to get control of Australia. I want to try and unify Asia-Pac. So I want to get all the Pacific Islands, I want to get New Zealand, I want to start working my way north towards South Korea, try and get hold of Thailand, try and get hold of Taiwan, try and get hold of Japan, and get that like power block together. Because I think it might be interesting when it comes to war, how that will actually defend. Then I want to really investigate how we deal with aliens on the planet. Oh, is the music not coming through at all, Crash? Oh well, it doesn't seem like I can get a good balance. I want to try and get into how the whole alien side of stuff works, because I've had alien abductions happen before, but I've been able to grab them, so that's a really big focus for this stream. Yeah, exactly, Jake. Do we really need the whole galaxy for the start of the stream? The start of the vid game? But the other thing I really want to work is how I'm going to get boosts from that region. That's exactly Neil. So I'm really wanting to investigate how being the resistance and controlling nations can get me boost. I know that there is a mechanic in the game that will get me boost after a certain date if I don't have any. Does it really do the whole galaxy? Because I thought it just did the whole system. Crash just brings up a really good point. Let me just get through all of these millions of notifications we get at the start of the game. Okay, so first of all, scrolling out, it is just showing me the solar system. That is what I have here. If there's more than this, I don't know how to get further out than here. But that's what we have right now. Let's have a look at our agents. We have Dora Crowley, who is a scientist. They start in Australia, which I think is auspicious for our planning. So let's have a quick look at Australia. So Sydney here has a core economic region. So that's an economic bonus for taking this territory. The rest of Australia doesn't have much going on, but Western Australia, Boo-hiss, not really, has a resource region, which makes sense because there's a lot of mining going on in Western Australia. Not much else going on in Australia. Tassie's part of, what are they calling this? They're calling it the Sydney. So we've got Australia Central Mass Media. So this gets 3.7 investment points a month for public campaign missions. Interesting. Then we've got the legislative region, okay. And then we've got the executive region, okay. We have a look at New Zealand. New Zealand has an... Oh, well, there you go. We have the Mahia Island Launch Complex in New Zealand, which grants 0.036 boost. I'll check that out in a second, Neil. I'm just looking at my start, but I'll check out what my chance for Russia is. I would really like to focus on Australia, I have to say. Then if you look out from here, we've not got much going on in the Pacific States. Unfortunately, they're not super developed. We've also got I got really thrown by Nomea being taken by France for there for a second. More Pacific State stuff over here. We've got the Indonesian islands and area over here. We can get them out of flawed democracy, hopefully. We've got Malaysia here. We've got the Philippines here. So there's a few things going on down here. There is also Wencheng spacecraft launch site from China down here. And I think we may have a boost site in Taiwan or maybe Japan. Maybe not. Let's have a quick look. Is there a boost site here? Yeah, Tusaba Space Center. That doesn't give boost. That gives... what is this resource? Mission Control, which is also another really important resource. Yeah, the Tagashima Space Center gives 5 boost. The Koreans do also have boost. I've checked that before because I did manage to take South Korea in another stream. I can never find South Korea. It's right next to Japan. They have a launch center. Here they go. They have the Narrow Space Center, which gives 0.01 boost. Yes, China, Russia, and Russia's the easiest, I think. North America is really hard to crack. I would like to try that one day. But for this stream, I really want to just see what's going on down in this side of the map because nothing really seems to happen down here. So I want to see if I can take Australia without really being while being left alone, and see if I can actually develop some boost here. That's kind of my plan. It might not work. I'm just going to turn on the notifications in the bottom left-hand corner, and let's just have a look at where we're starting. So Dora Crowley, first thing she needs to do is she needs to go and investigate alien activity. There is only one option there, and that is actually in Denver, which is interesting. I've not had them land in America before. Let's send her over there to do
on the way to the target site.
Now, our other person, Chukwueku Babajide, here in Nigeria, is going to be our first persuader. So the game is actually suggesting that we send him to where? Nigeria. Okay. So if we look at, what was it, Russia? We've got a 6% chance in Russia. Unfortunately. Europe's looking good, not doing too bad. Ireland is always an able target, but I really want to take Australia. So I'm going to send him here, and I'm going to send him on a public campaign. I'm going to try and transition Australia as quickly as possible. I'm just going to pump a little bit of money in this to make sure it happens. This is probably going to go very badly. In fact, before I do that, let's pick up another agent. Let's see what we've got available. So we've got Floris Bransveyer here, is a diplomat, but he only has Persuasion 5, and I can't afford him. We've got Liu Jifan, they are an activist, Persuasion 7. Control Nation, coup d'etat, public campaign. These are the two important ones I want for the start of the game. Control Nation lets me take over nations once I've got enough power in them, and then public campaign lets me turn them to my side. These are both very important abilities. They could also turn counselor, which isn't super important. They could also contact, which might be useful later. I'm very tempted to pick them up. Who else do we have? There's also Lupapanda Shrethra, but they are too expensive for me to buy. And there's nobody else with high enough perception. So let's pick up Luiju. Is that how I pronounce this? Liuje? Maybe Liuje. She's 45, unlike last time when I picked up somebody who was like 7 years old. And we will recruit them. Now, let's see their traits, actually. We've got Firebrand. Appeals to the anger and fear of an uncritical audience. Monthly income 4. That's quite nice. We get 4 influence a month from her. But -3 to espionage when detected. +2 persuasion in nations when they don't have a lot of intelligence. Minus persuasion when they do have intelligence, that's frustrating. And +2 persuasion nations where I think that symbol stands for... I don't know what that symbol stands for. Where's IOPA? You said they had 0s for half their stats. Yeah, they do. 0 for espionage, 0 for command, 0 for science. They're pretty terrible. They do have a rockingly cool flag though. They're a pariah, which means -2 persuasion when in home nation, -1 security when home nation, so we can't use them to take over China. They're a fanatic, so +2 persuasion nations. So they're really good against nations that aren't very well developed, which will work quite well in the Pacific nations. +5 loyalty is also really good. -1 investigation, +5 apparent loyalty is not great. Averse, +1 security. Okay, let's recruit them. They're not amazing, but they will do. All right, let's get them to also come into... So, Chukwu, I think I'm going to try and pronounce his name. We'll get him out to an 83% chance, and we'll get him to campaign. And then we'll get Luiju.
Acknowledged.
I assume that Luiju was female presenting, but their voice says that they are not. And let's get that up to an 83%. All right, that's our
persuade the people.
actions for that voice. It sounds like they're an American sleeper agent. So just having a look around here, the thing that we're going to play around with, last debuff of Averse. Cannot perform missions in nations with high unrest. Cannot perform missions in nations with high unrest, so we need to watch out for that. That is a problem. But I'm just looking for good persuaders right now. Look at my income for my guys as well. We've got +7 influence a turn from our scientists, 4 from our activists, and 4 from our other activists. So she might be useful to hang around because she's giving us lots of science and she's giving us lots of influence. I usually get rid of my scientists, but just that passive might be good. Let's also get on top of science now that I remember. Okay, so we want to get on top of one of these. Skywatch and Mission to Space, I have realized, only require 250 research points, whereas We Are Not Alone requires 500. Skywatch is really not that useful. The AI is going to pick it up eventually, and rushing it doesn't really get you very much. Mission to Space, I think, is a better one to invest into because you can start maybe taking advantage of the tech you get from that, possibly. We Are Not Alone, it just takes too long to research. So I think I'm going to go with this. I want to be the one who picks the next tech. Not that I have anything picked out yet, but just putting all my research into Mission to Space should give us a decent chance of being one of the first to claim that. Okay, everything else is sorted. So going back to what I was talking about here, this is the country's priorities, and the dots show how much we're invested. Each state or each region is invested into that priority. So the big ones we're going to want to do is convert them into going for a spaceflight program and see what that gives us. This one-time priority for nations that do not have a domestic spaceflight program at the campaign start will unlock boost and mission control priorities once completed. My favorite go-to agent classes at the moment are activist and politician, but I've only played the very start of the game over and over again. And the whole point with this stream is to get to the end of the demo. I'm not going to probably do that tonight, but I'm going to keep the game running so that I can stream again maybe next week and continue the save, and we're going to try and get as far as we can. That's the plan. I didn't change my council research, that's right, but I have nothing to research at the moment. Because I only have audience, commercial, management, and operations, and audience research gets me influence. The only one I would consider, other one is operations, because there is at the moment no way for me to gain operations. But I don't particularly care. Management research is probably good to get down the road because it provides a small bonus to our capacity to manage control points without paying an influence maintenance cost. That's nice, but doesn't do anything for us right now. Commercial research just gets us money. So audience researchers, I'm fine to tick over an audience research for now. There's only those 4 options at the start of the game. Yes, so if we go to New Zealand and just check them, they have the boost and mission control priorities rather than the space flight program. But what I'm interested in is what is Australia's space flight program going to look like when we get there. So we're going to take over Australia and then we're going to do that. But let's actually start the game. I'm just going to start things ticking over when I'm talking. So we're going to try and take over Australia, and we're going to try and force the Australian politicians to invest in a space program. That is the start of this stream. That's the start of our game plan here. Then we're going to move from Australia, we're going to take over New Zealand, and then we're going to try and start taking over the Pacific nations. We're obviously going to jump on any opportunities we get. The good news is that we are the resistance, and when the general population of Earth, when the UN reveal the resistance of aliens to them, we will get a boost in our in how much people like us, and that will help us with this. So that is the current plan. Other important thing about Australia is it has an information age military. There aren't very many information age militaries in the world. For example, if we look at France, they have an information age military. If we look at Russia, they have an atomic age military. If we have a look at America, they have an information age military. If we look at China, I think they have an atomic age. Yeah. So it's a top level military that you can get in the world right now. Not that I think that's important, but there aren't that many nations that actually have information age militaries. Most have atomic age. Australia can go into space, but I don't think as far as the game is concerned, it can't at this point in time because they only have a 15 out of 50 investment in their spaceflight program. We'll speed things up just a touch, get things moving. Okay, so UN have revealed the fact that aliens exist. Now what we can do is we can deliver our manifesto to the world, which instantly gains us 50 influence. I think I'm just going to go for it, Neil, because I think the payoff for Russia, because Australia is a fully developed nation with a really high GDP. Oh, you're making a Crunchyroll joke, okay. And I think the payoff will be better for just going there straight away rather than trying to deal with bad democracies and bad infrastructure. Australia has good infrastructure for the area. That's my plan. So we can do this, and it gets us a public opinion boost, which should help us take over more nations. It does reveal us to the enemy, but so far the enemy haven't done anything against me, so that's what I'm going to do.
Life forms, or xenosapiens. They are demons incarnate.
It's
They and the traitors who support
so
are
Humanity
only
First, the
We
Protectorate,
believe
the
we-
Academy, they all reveal themselves. Isanor, 12%, nice. I'll just wait for these. Okay. There's 24% increase in public opinion of us in the region, which is a good start. The game has moved from Q2 2022 release to 2022 release, so hopefully it's coming soon. We're just waiting for Dora to get back.
Recon complete.
Okay, she's completed her recon. And we gained 20 influence and 20 research points, which is pretty nice. We now research in the signatures when it's available. That's our new objective, and we're about to give out our new... So now we want to change our project to alien signatures, because this is a super important one. Getting this as soon as possible is very important, but I still want to make sure we're properly invested in this tech tree. If we just have a look, we've contributed 23 science. The next closest one is Humanity First with 12. Humanity First really seem to have a lot of science. I noticed this a lot. They seem to be able to take over a lot of these research things very early in the game. They claim a lot of these, but I'm still trying to hold down a mission to space here. Someone's asking about faction reputation. You can check it through this menu up here. It does take a second to load. And I can sort by reputation. So now I can see the countries that like us the most. Pakistan likes us. Australia really likes us. I wonder why. Next best, we've got Ireland, Spain, Afghanistan. The country that hates us most in the world is Turkmenistan, then Oman, then Cuba. So you can see who the top three most liked, the top two most liked factions in each state, in each country are, which is pretty useful. Let's continue ticking the timer. You will get, unfortunately, see the globe spin a lot. Okay, new assignments. Let's see, who has the highest chance of taking a block in Australia? Luege has a 71% chance, and Chuck has a 71% chance. I want to go with Chuck for this. I'm going to spend a bunch of influence to get this up to 92%. Actually, let's just go 16 and 32. It's a big difference in cost. We'll go for the... We'll just spend 8 influence, and we'll take a control nation action.
Them to our side.
We're going to continue to public campaign, spending a little bit of money to get that up to an 87 with Louis. Now, Dora, I'm not sure what to do with Dora. Because on the one hand, she's quite useful. Yeah, I can negotiate with Humanity First. I don't know if I want to, but I can. We have detected an enemy counselor here. A scientist, I don't know what faction he's from. We don't know, oh, he's from the, is this the Protectorate? I think it's the Protectorate. I don't know all the symbols on top of my head yet. He'll be here investigating the alien crash site as well. She can only control nations, set national policy, advise, sabotage projects, steal projects. Interesting. Go to ground, contact, or go to orbit. So there's not a lot she can do at this stage in the game. She does get us a reasonable amount of income. So the choice becomes, do I want to keep her around for the passive science income? Sadly, she's not an explorer, unless you count science as exploring, in which case she's an explorer. Or I get rid of her for another politician or activist. The biggest problem I have is I can't browse the market to see who's available without getting rid of her first. And her passive income is quite nice, if I'm being completely honest. The 16 research, I think, is a pretty good thing to have at this stage in the game. She's also a doctor, so she gets 15 to life science. She's an academic. She's a media darling, -4 to espionage, plus persuasion, interesting, and streetwise. Okay, that's not amazing. No, you don't unlock the 4th slot, I believe. That might be wrong. Oh, you do have the 4th slot. I'm an idiot. I thought you had to unlock the 4th slot. Well, let's recruit somebody. Who have we got? Well, there's Lopez still here, but with our zeros. I don't really want to pick them up. Rebel, Tech Mogul here. Not sure about Tech Moguls. I don't think they, because they can't. I need someone who can crack down, which means I probably need somebody with a high espionage. This Commando, Levi Newell, another American one-man soldier. They seem to come up a lot in this game. So national policy, increase, stabilize, sabotage, surveil, detain, assassinate, extract. He does not have what I'm looking for, which is crackdown. Neither do you. No one at the moment has crackdown. It looks like, oh, this guy has crackdown, this journalist. He has persuasion of 8, and an espionage of 5. That's actually pretty good. Brian Sanders. Persuasion 8 is insane. What he doesn't have is control nation. That's fine though, because he can be my crackdown public campaigner. Yeah, I just noticed Brian. I'm gonna grab this guy. This guy's good. He's no hijinks Silverheart, but he's pretty good. All right, let's get Brian on the case.
What's the up?
And let's get him, because Crackdown's going to be really important if anyone bustles into our territory. We'll just get him on the public campaign.
We'll make our appeal.
You know, Dora here really doesn't have much to do. She is a little bit of a wet blanket. I don't think this... I don't want her to take Australia, because that's not worth it. Who is the next... What nation liked us the next? Yeah, Brian was a steal. He was great. Let's see if she can take Pakistan. She probably can't. But let's see if she can. Because if she can, we're laughing. So if I get her to take Pakistan, she's got a 17% chance. If I bump it up, she's got a 75% chance. I don't want to spend 64 influence. It's really not worth it. I could get her to contact the scientist. Let's do that just to like build a tie. Okay?
Reaching out.
And let's confirm those assignments. Have I clicked play? No, I haven't. So I'm trying to...
In a channel.
Trade negotiations have been initiated with the
methods
Academy.
may differ. We both wish to safeguard humanity.
So I need to work out how we do something about that. Do I need to go into... Intel. And I should be able to... So I know about one of their counselors. I actually can see their... Can I see everybody's resources? Yeah, I can. Okay. How do I trade with the Academy is the question. They should be easy to capture, right, Crash Test, but I'm wanting to just double down. Oh, here we go. Here's the trade negotiations. Okay. So here's where I can trade with them. They don't have a ham, no. They've got majestic products. Get some 24 money a turn. I wonder what they would trade for that. If I gave you, say, $100, would you give me this org that produces 24 bucks a turn? No, they want more than that. What if I also gave you 20 influence? No. Okay, they recognize that this is actually worth a lot. Content mission complete. Okay, cool. Right. Do we want +3 influence, +15 research, +3 ops, or +10 money? I'm very torn between research and ops because I currently have no way to gain ops, and I'm probably not going to hire anybody with an ops income, but we need ops to perform operations. Or get the research and get down the tech tree as quick as possible. Also, what is in the background here behind Emilio? Are those supposed to be trees? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Eric. I think we're going for ops. Get some ops income on the go. I think that's the way to take it. We should be able to take Australia in about 3 more turns.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I'm starting that this guy is...
People will come to our side.
This guy here is an American sleeper
We'll
agent.
be ready for new
He
orders
can't, he's been outed in China, so he can't work there, and he's an American accent. Okay, Brian Sanders has been spotted. So somebody is in Sydney right now. There's an enemy faction in Sydney, which is a bit of a problem. This is the demo that came out for...
Presence is growing.
The first time I've done trade, Neil. Yes, first time I've done trade. This is the demo that came out for the Steam Demo Fest. I still have it on my computer. Okay, we have gained 1 control point for Australia. We found somebody in Zimbabwe. We can maybe go speak to them. Good to make contact because that lets us know about the agent as well a little bit. Okay, so we have one point in Australia, which is a great start. Australia has very bad welfare. Makes sense. So let's do the same thing again. We'll get Chuck
Your orders?
to take control of Australia. We're just going to pump that up to 90% because it's going to cost us 2 influence to do that.
Establishing control.
I'm going to get... I probably don't need to
Standing by.
do any more here. No, I chose ops in my first stream, but I think it's the way to go. We're going to start taking over New Zealand as well. So I'm going to send Lou here to do some campaigning in New
We'll
Zealand.
make our appeal.
Brian, I'm
Where
also
do you
going to
need
send
me?
to New Zealand as well.
Making our case.
And
At your
Dora...
service.
Where are you, Dora? She's in Singapore. Ah, so the Academy are invested in Singapore. That's a good place to invest into. We're going to have to try and get that off them at some point. I can get her to advise in Australia, and that means she will increase their science. I wonder if we'll actually... I don't know if we'll actually see any bonus of that. I've tried to do that before, so I've tried to get 2 agents to take a control point at the same turn, and the first one takes the control point, and the second one says they're blocked from performing the action. So I think you can only take 1 control point in a nation per turn. I could get her to advise Australia, but I don't know what that will give me. So the Council of Science, Command, and Administration, so she has 0 command, 3 administration, and 7 science, will improve the target's research output, combat capabilities, and financial performance. So this should boost the science. So I don't know what it will do, but our current income, if we just have a look, is 62.2. If I advise,
Lending my expertise.
that hasn't changed. So maybe it's this country science. I'm not sure what advise does. It's one of the things I'm trying to work out. But let's continue.
They are here to cleanse our
Great.
sick world.
We found the servants. They are not cool. We don't like them.
Offering support.
Okay, now that she's completed her mission, let's check our science income again. 6.33. So she's increased it by 1. She's increased it by 1.1 by coming into the country. And she's also given... Yeah, I just try to find things for her to do. I want to keep her around for the science, which is a little bit useless.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Cool, New Zealand likes us.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Yeah, that's what Crash Test in chat is saying is
Our
correct.
supporters are in place.
You can only take 1 point in a nation per turn, but multiple factions can take points per turn. So we'd have 2 control points in Australia. That's jumped some of our incomes up, which is great. So same thing again. I want Chuck to take the last control point in Australia. Let's just bump that up to 90%. Make sure that happens.
Bringing them on board.
What I think we're going to do here is
What's
we're going to
the
get
odds?
Lou to start taking points in New Zealand. We'll get that to 90% as
Putting
well.
our people in place.
And Brian, why don't we
Standing
start...
by.
Oh, look. Right. We need to start kicking the Academy out of the Pacific nations. So let's get on that. Let's get Brian... I keep wanting to call him Brian Mosby, even though I'm not a How I Met Your Mother fan. It just is... Every time I see his name and hear his accent,
I will try to
we're
sway
going to start
the public.
campaigning in
Ready for
Pacific
my
states.
mission.
In terms of what I want you to do, contact, orbit, advise, or control nation. She can't really do any of these effectively. I want to keep her around, but she just does not have the greatest skills. I wish I could go and see if there was someone better to replace her with. What is her... Actually, got 4 XP, 6 XP, 6 XP. Okay, we need 20 XP before we really start doing things. What I also need to pay attention to are the orgs. It's very important. Okay, what do we do with Dora Crowley? For now, I'm going to get her to advise again, even though I feel like it is a waste of influence.
Offering assistance.
Confirm assignments. We'll take Australia this turn, and we'll start getting them to invest in spaceflight. Oh, I forgot to hit play.
I will help them.
Okay. Just reading about the unity thing here. So, unity priority represents a national effort to unify the people against a common foe at the
We
cost of
moved the
some
needle.
form of civil protection for dissenters. Investing in the unity priority will increase cohesion by 0.05 and will decrease government score by 0.001. It will shift public opinion towards factions with control points in this nation. This priority is less effective in nations with higher education levels. Interesting. So I need a quick drink of tea there. So Pacific nations are going to be a bit longer to take over to our side by the looks of it. Oh, I just realized we might have a problem.
We've gained significant support.
That's it. We now control Australia.
Mission is a no-go.
Did I accidentally tell him, oh, look. New Zealand control point was taken and he was unable to take it, even though we just talked in the stream thread about they should be able to take the other one. So I wonder why he was unable to take this control point. But we need to do something about that ASAP. We need to take New Zealand ASAP. So first of all, let's have a look at our priorities in Australia. So right now we have a high priority on spaceflight, funding, and military, with medium on economy and knowledge, and low on welfare, spoils, and build army. Spoils is the one that gets us an income. I can change our strategy here, including to things like Clarkinian, Kennedian, Roddenberryan, based off sci-fi authors. So I think Roddenberryan would be very egalitarian. Yes, we've got economy, welfare, funding spaceflight, which isn't too bad actually. I'm not looking to be at war for a while. Unity I'm not too worried about because it's quite a highly educated country. Military we're not worried about. Spoils I'm not too worried about until the country gets built up. Don't worry about building an army. Don't worry about building nuclear weapons. So I'm quite happy to leave it on the Roddenberry, I think. Get the economy up, get the welfare up, get the knowledge up a little bit, get funding going, and get spaceflight. Because funding is national resources, legitimate government, private efforts to support space programs and other goals. While not as profitable as spoils, it does no harm to the nation. Completing this priority permanently increases the nation's annual funding by 7, which besides becomes infinite owner's control points. So that's quite good. No nukes. I want to try to avoid nukes. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for letting me know about the crash. So they lose support once the Skywatch is researched. That's really useful. Okay, let's get our information going. I want to try and grab the last control point in New Zealand if I can. We've taken a big influence hit here, but I could invest enough to get that to 93. That's going to cost a lot of influence. Let's spend a turn public campaigning there. I want you to campaign there as well.
I will try to sway the public.
Now, yeah,
At
you
your
can
service.
crack down. Okay. Can I get you to crack down? If I go to crack down in New Zealand, it's a 13% chance. So let's just campaign there.
I will tell our story.
We're going
What's
to
the up?
try and take New Zealand back from the
Offering
academy.
counsel.
And we're going to try and get this spaceflight program going. So at the moment the researching boost, it's at 0.05. Sorry, hang on. It's at 15.7 out of 50. Let's see how much that goes up over the month. We should get some research completed pretty soon as well.
Lending my expertise.
Again, I don't know if this advising is really worth the influence I'm spending on it. But at the same time, she almost produces enough influence herself.
Public
cover
sentiment
it.
is increasingly with us.
Okay, that's a big jump in public sentiment for us in New Zealand.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Our case remains unheard.
Look, that's 2 failures in a row. Okay, so economic development gets us national investment points towards economy increased by 10%. This gets us spaceflight and boost. This is the one I want. And then we'll look at the others. I want spaceflight and boost. That is a big deal for us. They've just taken the second control point in New Zealand. I'm not happy about that. I want the boost from New Zealand. Alright. Let's ignore you for the second. If I wanted to crack down, get Brian Sanders here to do a crackdown. We've got a 72% chance of success on a crackdown. Let's boost that up to 90. Let's
Turning up the heat.
Let's crack down New Zealand.
Your orders.
In the meantime, let's get Dora just to get out of the way and advise.
Offering assistance.
And then I'm going to get Chuck
Ready for
to
orders.
influence the Pacific States, preparing to take that over.
I will try to sway the public.
I'm going to get
Standing
Luge here
by
to
for
start
orders.
working on Indonesia, which is actually quite a big state, even though it's a lot of different islands. That's going to cost us a lot of money, it looks like, to campaign here. That's a huge amount of money. Why is that so difficult? The other option, I guess, is we could overthrow the government. No, we don't want to do that. We could increase unrest. But I don't want to secede, to be honest. We could also set national policy for Australia, but I don't really know what the options are there, because there's not going to be much unlocked yet. I'm just really concerned about why it's so difficult to public campaign in Indonesia. Let's get that up to 55% and just see how
I
it
will
goes.
tell our story.
Okay, I think I'm happy enough with that. We should be able to start taking New Zealand over and get it back into our hands. One of the things I wanted to change, and I can never remember what here it is. I want to look at the influence. Oh, I also want to unpause the game.
Offering support.
Sebastian popularity is the one I'm looking for. This is a great map view. We should
Their
get
control is vulnerable now.
okay. Crackdown complete
The
in
people will
New
come
Zealand.
to our side.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
So Luge has just failed
teaches that in the creation of heaven
3
and
or
earth, a
4
wise people
times
may find the signs
in
of
a
honor.
row, which is really interesting. I wonder if there's something up with him that he keeps failing. Okay, because we rushed research into Mission to Space, we now get to pick the next research the world goes into. So if we jump into the absolutely terrifying tech tree, we just completed Mission to Space. Orbital shipbuilding will let us start... No, I think it's Outpost Habs we want. Mission to Mars, mission to the moon, space mining and refining. This is something I would really like to try and get into in this game, is actually getting some space mining on the go. That's like my absolute, like my ultimate end game for this playthrough, is to try and get some space mining going. But to get space mining going, we're obviously going to need orbital shipbuilding, and we're going to need to build habs, which means I think we need orbitals and settlement habs. That's okay. That we need for ring habs. We don't need that too much. Just out of planets, our space future. Probably want to start with orbital shipbuilding. That unlocks a lot of bits, including the space dock and the supply depot, and some outpost kits as well. So I think I'm going to go for orbital shipbuilding. So that's what we're going to pick. Oh, so if anyone's not seen the tech tree for this game, this isn't even the full tech tree. This is the compressed tech tree. This is the full tech tree. Gotta wait for it to load because it's not compressed anymore. And yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty insanely big. But anyway, we're not messing around with that right now. It actually lags my computer when it's open. Let's close this. And let's get, where was it? Orbital shipbuilding on the go. Okay, and we're going to keep investing in that really heavily. But what I'm actually going to do is just bump up our... Actually, we're about to complete inner signature, so it's fine. I want to have this in place for the next landing. Yeah. From what I understand, Jake, they actually turned down the alien interaction with Earth for the demo. So there should be more going on, but we don't see it because for the demo they made it lower. So there's supposed to be more in the early game when the actual game comes out. Okay, we completed alien signatures. That means we can now detect alien abductions, which means I need to surveil. So this is something I've never managed to do. So I need to surveil. Yeah, here we go. No, that's just analysis of the materials. We can now do scout, deep skies to move forward. Investigate alien objectives. Here we go. So conduct surveil location missions in regions near any alien crash sites. If abductions are detected, send a counter on an investigate alien activity mission to that location. Now here's a big problem. Let's go back to audience research. Here's a big problem that we have. We don't have anyone who can surveil among our
Cleaning things
counselors.
up.
We'll check this out when we get to the next turn, but I think I need to get rid of Dora at this point and pick up somebody who can surveil. Because, oh no, it's okay. Brian can surveil.
Standing by.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, Brian is the only one who can
Ready
surveil, but that's
for
fine.
orders.
We have somebody who can surveil. Now, Brian can't
Where to?
capture, but Chuck
Ready.
can. So Chuck is going to... this is the problem. I don't have anybody who can usurp a control point.
Acknowledged.
I can crack down control points,
I'm here.
but I don't have anyone...
Orders?
Okay, we're going to have to get rid of
Ready.
Dora, unfortunately. Sorry, Dora. Your science has been really useful, but you are not fit for purpose on our team right now, so I'm going to dismiss you. Oh, and she can get this cool stuff. I'm sorry, you have to go. Because we need to pick up somebody who has... There's a specific skill I'm looking for. The Purge skill. This skill here. This is the only way to take control of a nation from somebody else. You need to purge them. So we need someone with Purge. What stat is Purge? Espionage. So I need somebody with a good espionage. Jose here, who's a rebel, actually has pretty good espionage. Espionage 6, and has an influence income of 5.2. They also have some other useful skills. Can they surveil? They can also surveil, which is nice. They can also assault alien assets, which is not a skill I've seen anyone have before. I've seen space assets, but not ground assets. Let's put Jose in our pocket. We're probably going to pick him up. Brent here can't... No, the most important thing is that they have the purge. Birez Zengins here, Controlation, Crackdown, and Purge. This is an amazing collection of abilities, but she doesn't really have the stats to back it up, unfortunately. Cedric Lambie here, nah. Andreas. We have oh, there's Dora. Sorry, Dora. Let's pick up Jose, unless anyone sees anything glaringly wrong with them. They've got the Survivor trait, makes them harder to kill. Prosperous trait. They're Demagogue. That's honestly fine. Extremist, plus 2 loyalty, plus 1 investigation, and they've got undercover. Okay, that's fine. We're going to recruit Jose. And what we're going to do is we're going to get Jose to purge New Zealand. Where's New Zealand? Yeah, and he's got a 95% chance of that.
Terminating the opposition. Where
All
to?
right. You need to keep campaigning here.
We'll make our appeal.
Damn, I've told him to campaign
At
in
your
New Zealand.
service.
Back here.
I will tell our story.
I keep doing it wrong. You
Ready.
gotta select him, then select the country.
Acknowledge.
No, you gotta select the campaign, then select the country. Off you go.
We'll make our appeal.
Can you
Reporting
keep a
in.
campaign here yet? Yes. Okay, much better chance to
I
follow the
will try
campaign.
to sway the
No, because I
public.
just sent you to the wrong
Your
sectors
orders?
as well.
Ready for my
So you select
mission.
public campaign, then you click on the country you want them to campaign in. Still really struggling here. This is gonna be a big
We'll
problem.
make our appeal.
And last but
I'm
not least,
here.
Brian, can I get you to crack down on the other? If I get him to crack down, will he crack down the same point? It looks like he will, because I can't target the other control point. Yeah, I can't target the other control point, so there's no point getting him to do a crackdown. Let's just get him to public campaign in Indonesia as well. We're going to work on Indonesia next. It's going to be quite hard work.
We
Let's
must
see what we
persuade
can
the
do.
people.
All right, that's our turn done. How's the boost going? So spaceflight's up to 16.8. It's ticking over. Not amazing, but it will get there. And once we've taken New Zealand, we will have some boost. And I want to invest that boost into getting us. I want to try and work out how to build a space dock, get a space dock in space as quickly as possible. Alien fleet incoming. We've just managed to research Skywatch.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, Pacific states are moving in our direction.
The people will
Indonesia's
come to
moving in our
side.
direction. Good,
Public
good.
opinion
Everyone
is moving
succeeded.
in our direction.
And here's the alien fleet that's on the way.
We're in control
And we
here.
purged New Zealand. Fantastic. Here's humanity. Oh, now that's never happened before. Humanity First were also trying to purge New Zealand while we were purging New Zealand. So we need to fortify it as soon as possible. This is Fast Sky, the first alien fleet that's incoming to Earth. They're currently, I think, probably right on the edge of our Skywatch detection range, which I think only goes out to... I don't think it goes as far as Jupiter, but yeah, that's done. So Humanity First, we're trying to purge here. That's really interesting. Okay, so Jose?
Be ready for new orders.
Oh, you're not ready to give orders yet. That's fine. Okay, now we can do it. So I want Brian
Reporting in.
to crack down New Zealand. Let's just bump that up to a high percentage of success.
Targeting their center of power.
At your service.
All right. Now, how are we looking at trying to take over
I'm
a
here.
control point in Malaysia, in Indonesia? 31% chance. Okay, let's just get everyone campaigning here. We can spend a little bit of money on this campaign, so that's 65%.
We must persuade the people.
Ready to go.
I'm just gonna get these over 50%, so I'm kind of just flipping the dice.
Making our case.
And Jose, you can't
Reporting in.
campaign. Let's just see if anyone is hanging out in New Zealand and make sure there's no enemies here.
Initiating recon.
Okay, let's continue.
It has always been true that we must leave
Okay,
great
we found Exodus. Exodus might be really fun to
On
play
Overwatch.
when the game comes out, because I think they'll get loads of bonuses to getting into space really quickly and setting up on other planets and orbital habitats. I think we encountered Exodus from our surveil, possibly.
The trick is not to look directly at what you're trying to see.
What did we research?
Offset your
Deep
focus
System
one
Skywatch
center to
already.
the side.
No, that's Skywatch being researched. Yeah, it just happened at that point.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Okay, we've cracked down New Zealand. What is the new research that the AI
Hold no
picked?
sway in their minds.
They picked Deep System
Public
Skywatch,
opinion
okay.
remains unmoved.
And we're struggling to get the Pacific nations on the side, which is a shame. But that's okay. They are pretty hostile to us. It might be better to work on the Philippines, actually. They're a little bit more friendly to us. We get Philippines and we get Malaysia, and then we can come back into the Pacific, into Indonesia, because Indonesia really hates us. Okay, we need to get Jose to purge New Zealand.
We're taking power.
Good morning, Dersh, as well. It's good evening for me. Good evening for you, apparently, as well, which is nice. Could be good morning. Let's have a look. So, let's leave Indonesia for the moment because they hate us. They hate our guts. If I wanted to get you to try and take here, it's a 61% chance. We can bump that up to a 90% chance for 32 influence. It's quite a lot. Or I can go for an 89% chance for 16 influence. Let's do
We'll
that.
bring this nation to our side.
Where
You
to?
can try and take over Malaysia. That's a 40% chance. That's not great. What I'm looking for here are just little coups, little bonuses. The option to start working on Japan. 60% here. We've got a 31% in Thailand. Indonesia has oil. We also need to work on our influence here as well. Let's keep working on that.
Persuade the people.
Yeah.
Standing by for orders.
It's, when you get Deep Sky Watch, they detect the alien bases out on the outer solar system. Brian Daniels, I want you to crack down on this point here so we can take it out next time.
Going after their people.
All right. We're taking Terra off the Academy, which is a bit annoying we're having to fight for. How's the rest of the world looking? Not too many control points yet. There's a lot of, the Academy have a lot of points in Europe. Japan does have, Japan has slightly better boost than, so Japan has a boost of, where's the spaceport? Is this it? No. They do have a launch center. I can't find it right now. Economic region. Oh, here we go. So this place gives 5 boosts per year, which is pretty good. I'm really keen to see what we will unlock when we get the spaceflight program unlocked in Australia. It's going to take some time, but it's a grand strategy game, so that's okay. We're about to take New Zealand as well, which will get us some boost. I'm also quite keen to see how well you can do in a game where you don't get boost at the start. You lose the fight. You don't get Kazakhstan. You don't get Russia. You don't
Public
get...
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Excuse me, I just wanted a quick drink. Okay. So we've completed the We Are Not Alone research. What have they picked next?
We've neutralized their key people.
Arrival International Relations. Interesting. I've not had that one researched before. Yes, my whole plan to just
Our
get deeper into
associates
space.
are now in charge.
New Zealand is 0.36. I will confirm that in a second.
We are taking over.
Cool, we got a point in, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll sort that out in a second. So New Zealand at the moment is 0.036, which is much worse than Japan. But that's okay. Like I'm planning around that. Now, unrest is high in the Philippines. That's not good. Okay, let's go through everybody. So Brian, you just cracked down here. You can stabilize in the Philippines. That's going to cost some ops, but that's fine. We've been building that ops up
We'll
for a
make
reason.
things safe.
Then
Standing
Jose,
by.
you need to purge the academy out
Targeting
of
the opposition.
Pacific
Where
States.
do you need me?
And then we'll have a unified Australia, Pacific States, and New Zealand, which is really exciting. Next, we've got our good friend Lou here. Where are you currently located, mate? You're currently here because you were involved in that. Okay. Let's start working on Japan. I think people are right. Japan is a good place to take, and nobody has managed to claim anything in it yet. So this is going to be our next main objective, is getting our hands on Japan. We don't have a lot of cash at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Let's not spend too much money here.
We'll make our appeal.
One thing I also need to check is actually,
Ready
is
for
anyone
my mission.
able to be leveled up yet? So you can get Hadrian products, that gets us plus 2% economy. That's really good. The Eridani mining group gets us plus 4 income and gets us mechanicals. Laguna Foundation. Okay, we need to start making some money. He's only got 16 XP, which means I can get him the affluent trait or the survivor trait, but not anything else. You need those attackers. Jose's got 5 XP. Chuck has 17 XP. Okay, so no one's quite ready to get a stat up yet. Need to remember that, though. Can't forget about it. And then that's everyone's assignment's confirmed. Okay, so we now have New Zealand on side. New Zealand, I'm going to switch over to a Roddenberryan as well. Get their boost upgraded. So now that they've got boost, the boost priority covers the construction of launch facilities for rockets and other surface-to-orbit craft, increasing the nation's total boost. The amount of boost created increases with proximity to the equator, and new facilities will tend to go in regions that are closer to the equator or already have launch facilities. Our orgs, low Earth orbit stations projects give us a 10% bonus to investments from our control point worldwide in boost. And then we also have mission control. Completing the mission control priority grants 1 mission control to the nation. New facilities will tend to go in regions that already have mission control facilities. So these are the 2 that I want to go. So there are a whole load of priority presets based on sci-fi authors' political leanings. So the Roddenberryan ideology is the Star Trek ideology, which is quality, diplomacy, and scientific advancement. So they're pushing economy, welfare, and investment in their own people. But you've got other stuff in here, like you've got the Heinlein here, which is your Starship Troopers style. So it's warfare. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. No, I've confused that with... who wrote it? I can't remember it. You've also got Banksy in here. They've got funding, boost, welfare. I'm surprised Banksy hasn't got more knowledge either. But I'm liking the Roddenberryan because it has a good mix. Actually, it might be better to go for something like Banksy if I'm really wanting to push boost, because the split is better. I'm not really caring too much about the Unity investment, if we're being honest. I might try the Banksy in New Zealand just to see how that plays out differently. They're already about to move on to their next level of boost, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's get the game moving. How are we doing on boost here? We're at 18.4, so it's moving really slow in Australia. Yeah, Gene Roddenberry, exactly. Star Wars. That's Star Wars. Oh my god. Star Trek. That's the ideology there. And we're gonna get those otakus.
The situation remains chaotic.
Oh, nice. Inversions. I need to read more banks. We've got a failure on the stabilize on Philippines. That means that humanity
No
okay.
sway in their minds.
So here's my concern with the fact that Philippines has really high instability, because the way that I have noticed that the AI likes to flip nations as humanity first is it builds unrest until the unrest is at a significant level that it can instill a coup. It coups the government to clear the control points and then takes it over. So the fact that we are having high public unrest in the Philippines makes me worried. Clandestine cells, brilliant. We need to undertake that. Hang on. We need to research clandestine cells.
Our people have taken control.
That's just purged the Pacific States. So we're going to research clandestine states. We're actually going to dump out of orbital shipbuilding completely. I'm going to invest everything into clandestine cells. Actually, we'll leave one ticking over here, because this gets us another dude. Okay, dismiss the cannons. That would be so cool. All right. Let's have a look at what our people are doing. So, Brian, you failed to... oh, no, we're still not at the end of the turn. Okay. The alien fleet has arrived in low Earth orbit. So what this means is this fleet is going to die pretty soon, and we're going to have an alien crash landing somewhere on Earth, and we need to get on that straight away. Just see when they disappear and where they disappear. Does the Academy... Yeah, so the Academy controls the International Space Station at the start of the game. I wonder what that gets them. Here we go. It's producing 5 science and 3% space science. And what's Shandong doing? Shandong is producing nothing. It is just a drain on resources. That's pretty funny. It has 3 crew. Whoa.
We've got our people in place.
Okay, cool. We've got a control point in the Philippines. Alright, Brian, I want you to stabilize the nation. Now I'm thinking of Brian Cranston. I really need you to do this, so I'm going to actually invest quite a lot of ops in this.
Restoring order.
Ready for orders.
I didn't accidentally order you to do that in the International Space Station, did I? No. Okay. Alright, who's next? Chuck.
Standing by for orders.
We've got the Pacific States in hand. The Philippines still have 1. Chuck, though, let's get you working on
Making our case.
Japan. Let's get you
At
to
your
capture
service.
this point here. Let's just get all the Philippines on our
We'll
side.
be running this place in no time.
And Jose's just
Where
taking
do you
this.
need me?
So, I'm not sure why the aliens are crashing into the planet, but that is what happens. Their ships arrive in low Earth orbit, then the ship disappears and there's a crash site on Earth. It's just what they do in the early game. I'm not sure why. It's probably some great hidden secret alien thing. What are we going to do? I actually think I want to protect New Zealand. I'm just a bit worried about it. Oh no, sorry, I want to... oh, I don't have a fortify. I thought this was fortify. It's not. Interesting. I can sabotage space facilities. So for example, I don't really want to do that, but I could do something quite interesting there. There's no purging for you to do this turn. You can't investigate counselors either, which is interesting. Let's get you... There's literally nowhere to... Wait, I can just get you to purge random places. I can as well. The game is suggesting Afghanistan as my next defend interest. I don't have a defend interests. He doesn't have a defend interest option, unfortunately. Protect target, go to ground. Oh no, I can protect a region. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to protect New Zealand.
On guard.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just misreading it because I'm doing the streamer thing. Okay, let's go. Oh, confirm assignments. Looks like the Academy are heavily invested in South Korea as well, which is one we could maybe steal from them when Deep Space Skywatch is completed. New Zealand has no claims. Australia has a claim on New Zealand. Hey, what could we form? We're gonna do that next turn. I'm gonna see what we can form by combining New Zealand and. Is that a good thing to do? I'm really interested to see what happens. So. Pacific States has a claim on part of Indonesia. Oh, we're definitely going to try and claim Auckland. I want to see what happens there. I thought the game was on pause. There you go. UFO crashes to Earth. So the alien spaceship has now disappeared from orbit, and we have a UFO in India. So we need to go and investigate that next turn. There it is.
Defending the VIP.
And it just crashed. Oh, I actually need to defend interests for unification. Or it's just getting Auckland is one of the things I need for unification. Because that's what I want to do.
Things are cooling off.
Okay, New Zealand is lowering down its unrest. Sorry, Philippines is lowering down its unrest. That's good.
Public opinion remains...
Struggling with public opinion in Japan. The Australian Confederacy. Nice. Australasian. I know for a fact that like every Kiwi I know would be very unhappy with the steps I'm about to take. We have full control over the Philippines. We're going to get them on a Banksian... No, we're going to get them on a Roddenberryan... Okay, let's do that first before I forget. So Philippines, priorities. Let's get you on to Roddenberryan. So you're focusing on economy and welfare. Get the people happy. Australia having a claim on New Zealand is needed for unification. Okay, so the only person I think who can do... Anyone who could do this, I'm going to get Jose to do it. So I get him to set national policy and go to Australia.
Heading to the capital.
And that should let me do what I think it's going to let me do. Then I want you to public campaign in Japan. But wow, we're struggling here. We're really struggling.
I will try to sway.
WR, this is
for orders.
at the moment this game is XCOM without the missions. It's just the global map as a world building game. But as I scroll out, you can start to see the scale of the game. Because this is a space combat game against aliens invading the solar system. We're just nowhere near that point yet, because Earth doesn't actually know how to get into space very well. We did it 60 odd years ago, and we need to remember how to do it again. So we're working on that right now. I'm trying to unify a bunch of nations together and build a whole ton of space, basically. Right, what is our next step? Lou, what do we want Lou to do? You can only increase unrest. Let's get you to campaign in Japan as well.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready.
And let's get you to continue to stabilize the Philippines. But next turn you're going
Turn
alien.
down the heat.
So we're going to send Brian Sanders, our journalist, alien hunting next turn. I can already investigate the alien activity. Hang on. We actually want to do that with a high priority.
There now.
Okay. And then I also want to surveil this region.
Acknowledged.
Can either of you surveil?
Ready for orders.
No.
Ready
You
for my
can
mission.
surveil. Okay, we're going to combine Australia and New Zealand next turn. Because I think I have to surveil this turn if I want to detect alien abductions. I still haven't worked out how this whole mechanic works, but the only way you can find alien abductions is to surveil in a region where there's alien activity, and the alien ship just crash landed here. Well, it says they're both investigating alien activity, and that's not what I want Jose to do. I want him to surveil the location.
Surveilling target area.
Oh no, that was what this option was. Okay, okay. Right, let's see what happens there.
Initiating surveillance.
This is actually a bit tense.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
Our case remains unheard.
Getting a fuses. Okay, Humanity First just cooed in Zimbabwe. Get used to that noise, we're going to hear it a lot, unfortunately.
We found something.
Okay, so bonus to UFO research. But I haven't detected any aliens. So I'm going to surveil that location one more time. And then I'm going to leave it for now, and maybe next time they crash, because there's another ship on the way. Okay, so Jose, I want you to surveil here one more time.
setting a watch.
Okay.
Where do you need me?
We're nowhere near being able to take Japan, are we? 17%. No. Let's keep working on public opinion in Japan. We're starting to make some money because we're starting to take more locations. 40. I'm going to just keep going for 70% chances, which I know aren't high. And then Brian,
Your orders?
I want you to set national policy in Australia, and hopefully we can combine with New
Time to
Zealand.
make our move.
Also, where's our boost in Australia is now to 20.3, and our boost in New Zealand is up to, I think it's already increased once. Yes, look, the boost here has now gone up to 0.2. So our boost income is increasing.
Surveilling target area.
Please find something, Jose. The Pacific states actually aren't a bad place to build boost because of how close to the equator they are.
It's unjustified to them.
Keep failing in Japan.
People will come to our side.
Slowly building that influence in Japan.
Mission
Slowly.
complete.
Federation. Join the target nation, our federation. A federation must have a territorial claim on a region in the joining nation. Federated nations are in a permanent alliance and share space funding and boost. So we're going to federate with New Zealand. Said national law should be complete. Cool. Federation. New Zealand, under control of the resistance, has decided to join in federation with the Republic of the Southern Cross. This will be in permanent alliance and share space program funding and boost. The two nations will next be able to forge closer ties after the 31st of December 2023. So we have just formed the Republic of the Southern Cross. Good work, everybody. I'm really happy about that. Our current boost income is 0.01. Sorry, is 0.017. Okay, good work. I'm really chuffed. Yes, we do need to stabilize the Philippines, so let's get on that. Let's pump a lot. We don't have we're really running low on ops, so I'm a bit worried about doing
Peace
this.
to this nation.
All right,
What's the op?
you can only purge and surveil. Let's just make sure nobody's doing anything in
On
the Philippines.
Overwatch. Where
And I
to?
want you to campaign. Okay, that's fine. I'm spending money.
Our
Oh,
kiss.
didn't want you to do that.
Standing by.
Public campaign
I will
here,
tell our story.
and I want you to
Ready
public
for
campaign
orders.
here as well.
I will tell.
And I also
our
want to
story.
check. You're good for an upgrade. Okay, so persuasion we can increase to 8. That'll make it much easier for him to take countries and persuade them. So I'm going to buy that. We could also buy the Eridani Engineering Corp, which I actually want to pick up because that gets us +4 cash income per month. And it costs us 61. We're going to recoup that in a couple of years. And it also unlocks for us a manufacturing income. It unlocks for us +1 engineering project. So I want to grab that. That's a pretty big purchase, actually. That's a really big thing to grab. Louis Jean can't do it yet. Brian Sanders can. Let's get Brian Sanders. He's already got Persuasion 8, which is pretty amazing. What does the government trait give him? I might give him the government trait to get him access to more orgs. Hope that wasn't a wasted money. Jose here doesn't have enough yet. Okay, now if we go in and we check our research and development screen, we now have the ability to construct stuff. So let's have a look what projects we have here. Oh no, it's just another research tree. That's right. So let's put a little bit of research into audience research. I'm quite happy to let this stuff tick off at the moment. No, I'm not really worried about this. What I might want is some operations research. Let's get some operations research on the go. And we'll put equal funding into both of these. Okay, right, things are happening. I feel like I'm starting to get a better grasp on the core mechanics of the game. I wonder who Japan have claims on. Okay, nothing. They have claims on nothing. South Korea obviously has a claim on North Korea. If you didn't watch any of my previous streams, and I don't expect you to have, a really important note: do not declare war on North Korea if you control South Korea. Okay, just don't do it. Do not declare war.
Nice up.
It's not worth it. Unless you want to see the world end. Once we've taken Japan,
People will come to our
we're going to
side.
start looking at getting some
Public
space
opinion
launches
remains
going.
unmoved.
Order is returning.
There's something really wrong going on in the Philippines. Okay. Maybe we should...
Ready.
He's like really worried about someone attacking us in Australia, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. I was like, we have a claim on Auckland. Yes, we do. Okay. Brian, keep doing what you're doing. I need you to stabilize. Like, the problem is, this is the problem. Brian's command is 0. And this is the stat you use to stabilize. Nobody else has the ability to stabilize, do they?
Acknowledged.
Ready.
No. So we need to get another counselor ASAP who
Ready
has
to
has a
go.
much better command than this guy.
Ready to go.
Hey, Derp, you made it. Good to see you.
We'll make things
We're
safe.
really low on ops.
I'm here.
Jose, where are you right now, Jose? You're here because you were surveilling here. So national policy, sabotage, increase arrest, sabotage, surveil, protect target. Why don't you protect Australia?
I'll keep them safe. I'm
Just-
here.
And then I need you to keep working on public plan. What's the control plan? 51% chance to control. We have a lot of influence. Can we start working on this? If I spend 32 influence with an 89% chance, if I do one more turn of public campaigning, we have the money for it.
We'll make our appeal.
Reporting in.
We'll start taking Japan next turn. Cool. All right. We are getting somewhere.
Every circumstance is an opportunity.
The initiative finally unveiled themselves.
Defending the VIP.
Okay, we've now got military science complete. So we can now build military science labs, which we can build on space stations. Derp, you've just joined, but we're not actually Australia anymore.
Opinion is moving in our direction.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We are the.
Our efforts didn't
Okay,
have
I'm talking
any
about the game
effect.
over and over again. We are the Republic of the Southern Cross. We have federated with New Zealand. Let's see how that sinks in. Okay, let's see if we can start taking Japan. 92% chance, or I can spend 32 at a 90% chance. Let's do it. That was close. I almost tried to take the wrong country. 90% chance, 92% chance. The Queen must be mad. Actually, the Queen has no effect on this game, which is interesting. The Commonwealth nations don't have like a Commonwealth Federation, more than they already do. Let's start taking over
We'll
Japan.
bring this nation to our side.
You-
Acknowledged.
Keep doing what you can with the very limited amount of ops I can spend on you.
Restoring order.
Where
I want
to?
you to continue to protect targets.
On guard.
So just secure all of
Ready
those
for my
points.
mission.
And I need you to tell the people how great we are.
We must persuade the people.
Did it again. It's the biggest complaint I have about this game. I always send people to the wrong place because I assume clicking
Making
will send them
our
there.
kiss.
It's costing us a lot of money to get into Japan. A lot of money. Oh, what? Oh no! I got really confused there because Chang'an Station was over Australia, and I assumed that meant that they'd taken a control
I'll
point in
keep
Australia.
them safe.
It's not like he said I'll keep them sane. How's our boost situation looking? 1. So we're actually 21.8. We're about halfway there.
Our kiss remains unheard.
Let's find out, Neil. Let's find out. I'm gonna do that next turn. We'll see if we can make new claims.
Violence is abating.
Ops is really slow, Subidite, but for me, the gain is gaining control of Japan gives me a huge boost income, and boost is the rarest thing on the planet right now, and what I really need a lot of. So I'm thinking it's worth the income. I'm also researching 100 more boost. 100 more ops to replace the ops I'm spending. Oh no, you're talking about me stopping the Philippines to being unrest.
We've got our
The problem
people in place.
The problem is actually I don't have anyone with the right stats to reduce unrest, so I'm kind of just stopgapping it. Let's see if we can get more claims on Australia. Let's see if we can maybe add the Pacific States into us. Okay. Missions are going to slow down now. The early game has finished. We do less missions per month now. So
Your orders?
you come in, set national policy, and
On
let's
my
see
way
if we
to
can
the
produce
capital.
claims.
Standing by for orders.
Did we claim Japan? We did. Okay, now things are going to start moving. Let's get this up to 87%. Should be high enough.
Establishing our presence.
You just keep telling
What's the
Japan
op?
how great we are. I know we're basically out of money, but that's going to change because Japan has a great
We'll
GDP.
make our appeal.
What's
This,
the up?
at the moment, might be a lost cause. I just might not have time to work on this, unfortunately. We're going to hope that our investments into economy and welfare might be enough to reduce the unrest that we're seeing in the Philippines. Because science is going up, funding is going up, investment points are going up. The big problem is the insurgency is also going down. So that's happening anyway, and the GDP is going up. What can we do with Bryan Cranston here in the meantime? He can public campaign in Japan, even though we're not really doing very well there.
I will tell our story.
Okay, let's see if we can fabricate a claim on anywhere from Australia. And that's unpost again. So it's going to take longer per turn per mission. So instead of, I think, doing a mission every 2 weeks, we're going to do a mission every 4 weeks now. So I'm actually going to speed the game up even further. I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on down here. The economy in Ukraine is in crisis. I wonder why. That Russia and Ukraine are still at war, unfortunately. One of the
Public
reasons-
opinion is moving in our
Cool.
direction.
That's good. We got a success in
The
Japan.
people will come to
Another
our
success in
side.
Japan. Okay. Orbital shipbuilding has been completed. That's good news. We're going to investigate that in the next
Mission
mission.
complete.
Okay. I have no option here to fabricate a claim. I can declare war. I can seek peace. I can federate. I can leave a federation. I can unify, which we'll be able to do with New Zealand in December 2023. I can grant independence. I can cede. I can disband, disarm, or declare independence. I can't create a claim. So unfortunately, there's no point. I'm not sure how to really release South Vietnam, but I'll see if I can work it out.
Cleaning things up.
Okay, let's take a second to have a look at Habs. It's actually not from here. We need to go into here. I've done this before. This is ship construction. It is Hab construction I want to look at. Select a Hab. I've done this before. No Hab selected. I have built a Hab before. How did I do it? Do I need to select a... No, this is an interchange point. No, it is an anchorage point. How did I build a Hab before? I worked it out before and then I've forgotten. It's not from this menu, I'm pretty sure. Because this just lets me zoom in and out and select a specific Hab. Doesn't let me build a Hab. This menu here lets me build and design ships. Habs. Build a space dock or larger Hab facility. So I build... Maybe I don't have the ability to build Habs yet. I thought... I did select low Earth orbit, you're right. I thought even though I didn't have enough boost, I could design the Hab and it would tell me... That's right. Thank you so much, Subidite. This is exactly what I forgot last time. Just where the option is to build a platform. So I need 1.5 boost to launch. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to find out how much I needed. So it's still a while away. Our income is only... our daily income's actually gone down. But our monthly income is 0.13. Our annual is 1.6. So in a year, we will have enough. But we will hopefully have Japan on side sooner rather than later, and we'll be able to steal their boost. Okay.
Prepping for the next mission.
Brian Sanders. What are we going to do with you?
Laying the groundwork.
We'll
it's
be
not
ready
it's
for
not the
new
end of the
orders
turn yet.
soon.
Hold on. Yeah, it is obscure. That's why I always miss it, because you have to zoom out and click on the Earth rather than on a country.
We are taking over.
Okay, we've got 2 control points in Japan. So we're going to flip them to our side really soon. That's just got another 100 ops. Oh. No. The amount of research is 100. We gained 20 ops, which is better than nothing. Let's get a military science labs researched. And I'm just going to work on these in the background. Because I'm not too worried about the global research at the moment. Okay. Let's get Chuck
Your orders?
to control. The aliens have become more popular in South Africa.
Taking control.
That
Ready
seems
to go.
incredibly suspicious.
Ready for my mission.
What is going on in South Africa?
Initiating surveillance.
I'm here.
Standing by for orders. Setting a watch.
What is going on in
Your
South
orders?
Africa?
I will try to sway the
No,
public.
I don't want you to convince South Africa that we're great. I want you to convince Japan that we are great.
Making our case.
What is
Eyes
going-
up.
Initiating recon.
Is there anything going on down here?
Our cause is
Okay.
unjustified to them.
Humanity first just coup d'etat in Yemen. Just weird. That was a weird pop-up. Okay, alien fleet has arrived in orbit. So we're going to get another crashed alien UFO very soon. It's already done it. It landed in China, so we want to investigate that as soon as possible. Okay, we can now undertake the interplanetary warfare warships project. There's the
Gained significant support.
that's 3 in Japan. We're about to hit 4 in Japan, which should greatly increase our boost income. Okay, you take over Japan. We're just going to pump that up so it's guaranteed.
Taking control.
We didn't find anything
to?
here, but let's investigate the alien activity
We'll
in
see what
Harbin.
we can find.
And I also want
Standing
to
by for
surveil
orders.
in Harbin. I'm still trying to work out. Oh, there's the spaceship crashing. I still want to work out how you actually detect alien.
Surveilling target area.
that?
Reporting in.
Well, it's just Tejan Launch Center was somehow highlighted. I really want to work out how we start working on our old friend South Korea here.
I will try to sway the public.
How we actually find aliens is the one thing I've never been able to do, is how we actually get them on side.
Setting a watch.
Okay, I was just checking something. So looking for 1.1, was it 1.16 or 1.15 boost? Okay, we've just detected we've just researched deep space Skywatch. So we've now found an alien surface base. There's an alien space station. I want to have a look at all of these. I can't, unfortunately, remove this. There's a bunch of things on Hamea.
How could one so young?
Oh, wait, pause. Why is this? Oh, this is the shape of it. So there's an alien space station here, but there's also a surface base that we've detected. There's a surface base there. So I don't think we know a lot about it. It does, doesn't it? They really need to learn to drive. So we've got an alien surface base here. No, do we know what these modules do? Fusion reactor farm, space works, unknown facility, colony core, huge mining complex. It's a very flat planet, isn't it? And then we've got a space habitat here. Got to zoom in a while before we can see it. So this is what they've got going on here. Layered defense array, nanofactory, battle station, reactor farm, space dock, space works. We probably shouldn't see what these are. The game's kind of giving us some stuff away. But this is what we're dealing with now. You can actually see all the stuff here on the left. So this is what we need to defend against. But they're very far out. So if we actually, zoom back out, the alien, we are obviously in the city center, the solar system center, and their presence is, I can't even see it. It's on Haumea, which is out here. There it is. I couldn't see it. It's on an ecliptical orbit off the system plane. Very, very far away at the moment, but it does come closer. So yeah, transition from there and back is probably quite difficult. But that is where they are right now. We are now able to undertake the Alien Origin project. Fantastic. I want to complete clandestine cells and military science labs first, though, unfortunately. So I have to wait a bit longer.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Cool. We're targeting South Korea next. Boost here is up to 20 halfway. Oh, cool. We can now do molten salt batteries.
Recon complete.
That's interesting. The initiative sold arms to all sides of the conflict in the Great Lakes states. So we got a bonus to alien research.
Our presence is growing.
And we now control Japan. So our boost income is increased to 5.7 per year. Okay, so let's start working on South Korea.
I will tell our story.
Ready for orders.
Where do you need me?
Can you crack down already here? No, 5% chance to crack down.
Making our case.
Acknowledged.
Just see if there's anyone here.
On Overwatch.
Alright.
Initiating surveillance.
I'm keeping an eye on the date because I know that in December 2023... Wow, okay, we've got a lot of stuff coming in. We'll be able to try unify New Zealand and Australia, which would be pretty cool.
We hold no sway in their minds.
Wildfires in
Public
Madrid.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
We've moved the needle.
We get some boost from South Korea as well. And they're another information age military, which is good to get our hands on. Oh, we need to change the investment priority here to Roddenberryan. Canada, under control of the Alliance, and Australia have ended their alliance. I don't like the sound of that. North Korea and South Africa are now allies. This is a weird world we're finding ourselves in. Alright.
Ready for my mission.
Crack down South Korea. Get that up to a 64. Let's keep telling everyone how
I
great
will
we
try
are.
to sway the public.
Where do you need me?
I'm not sure where I need you
At
yet,
your
Jose.
service. We must persuade the people.
Ready for my mission. We must persuade the people.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, so for reference, Russia's boost is, and this is after quite a few turns, Russia's boost income is 0.75, and that's a development. Where can I see their income? At the moment, it is 0.14 to 0.16 per year, is I think the best I can see. No, I think I can check it from the nations menu. Hang on. I'll wait for it to load. So if I select boost, and I select show all nations, and then go to boost. Okay, Russia has an income of 0.75. America has an income of 2.3. China has an income of 1.2. Then Japan is next 0.45, and then we're kind of catching up. And then like the rest of the European Union is all trying to build boost right now. And Australia's here. The Republic of the Southern Cross is at 0.038, but it is growing. Our research is going down. That's because we are not focusing on research. One thing I noticed there, if I come back in here and wait 6 years for it to load, and then check this, I just want to make sure, yeah. So let's actually change you to Roddenberryan. And let's make sure you are also set to Roddenberryan. Just want to make sure everyone is focusing on getting that boost, because every little helps. Okay. Jose, what job are you going to have? I think I need you to secure the Philippines. I'm a bit worried, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Defending the VIP.
Okay.
I'll keep them safe.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the newsfeed on the left-hand side of the screen while the world is spinning. Deep Space Dock. This is a big one. They've not come in peace. Images of obvious alien military ships and structures in the far system has dashed hopes worldwide for peaceful contact. Many who wish to seek an avenue of cooperation with the aliens are changing their views in light of some of the first hard facts about their arrival. So this is what Crash was talking about in the thread. Now, all of a sudden, all of the enemy points here are crackdownable, which means we can probably just coup them next turn. Not coup them, but purge them next turn and take over.
We've moved the needle.
I think the resistance has gone up as well.
Come to our side.
Humanity first, coup d'etat in Somalia. Iraq had a coup d'etat. We can build energy labs. Okay. We're at 1 boost, by the way. We're almost at the point where we'll be able to build our first hab. The AI is trying to take over Taipei. In fact, who is this? The Protectorate have taken over Taipei. Public opinion as Japan has dropped suddenly. That's not a good sign. Oh, it has switched to humanity first pretty quickly. Okay, we need to do something about that. First things first. Can we purge? Yes, we can.
Removing our enemies.
Ready to go.
Let's get a couple of public campaigns going in Japan.
Reporting in.
Standing by.
Let's make sure there's not an enemy agent in
On
Japan as
Overwatch.
well. Start taking over South Korea. Oh, look. Public opinion in Australia has also fallen. But that should tick back up
Surveilling
again.
target area.
Interesting. So the only... Everyone took a hit, but
Our cause is unjustified to
it
them.
looks like the initiative have had a big boost.
We hold no sway in
Dear.
their
Critical
minds.
failure in Japan. Yes, Kazakhstan does have a very large boost income, but I'm specifically trying to do something different.
Of course, there was an accident. Frankly,
Deep
I'm
space
surprised.
propulsion, cool.
We are in control now.
Project complete, military science lab. That's some cool artwork. Yeah, public opinion just went crazy. Alright, so what do we want to build next? We could do Alien Origin. This fulfills one of our research objectives. Concerns that the aliens, their biology, their methods, their overall purpose on Earth in our solar system. All xenology research will curse projects private to our faction. Current category bonus +3. I think honestly this is the one I want to do next. I think it's worth cracking this one out. We've almost got clandestine cells done as well, which means we can get another agent. Let's actually tech on our agents. XP, you're at 17, you're at 20. Let's augment your... We use you for purging. Purging requires the espionage stat. So I'm quite keen to just boost your espionage if we're being completely honest. You don't have enough. You have tons. Do I want to get your persuasion up? +1 money, +1 security. Very hard to kill during episodes of mass violence. Oof. Let's get you just +1 persuasion. Okay. No, exactly. I'm not really too worried about protecting my agents. The only jobs I'm doing... Clandestine Networks gets me another slot for agents. No, Alex, the devs did not give me an early copy. I'm just playing the demo. If you have downloaded the demo and you haven't deleted it from your computer, if you go into your Steam apps folder where the game is installed, you can launch the game from there. It hasn't been removed from your machine. Okay. You need to continue purging South Korea.
We're taking power.
And I don't know if I need to be concerned about this. Yeah, we do. Humanity First have a huge presence in Japan right now, and I'm a bit worried about that.
Standing by.
Because what they could do is coup the country. Although, you know how I make this safe, right? I need to stop panicking. It's actually a really easy fix. I just get Jose, when he's finished here, to defend the state. That's all I need to worry about. So let's think about our next target. We might want to go back and have another crack at Indonesia, because it looks like Indonesia likes us a lot more now.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, but Humanity First, I don't like their... Yeah, we can't control
We'll be running this place
Indonesia.
in no time.
Ready for my
I
mission.
don't like Humanity First's techniques. I want to try and solidify the Pacific states. We could try taking Thailand. Vietnam is taken. We could also, Singapore is also a really interesting one. Let's start campaigning in Singapore, because that's a great
We'll
GDP.
make our appeal.
Is that everybody? Okay, everybody's got a mission. Yes, they have increased in Australia. I noticed that. But I'm hoping that I've been here for so long that we can turn this around. Yeah, I think the game is incredibly complicated as well, Alex, considering I've done 5 streams of it and still have no idea how to play the game. Our mission right now is to try and get into space. We're currently at 1.2 boost. We're getting there. Another 2 months, I would say, and we can build our first hab. Zimbabwe and United Kingdom have ended their rivalry. Yemen has undergone its second coup d'etat.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We didn't subjugate the New Zealanders. They joined the Republic voluntarily. Don't know what you're talking about. They're our best friends. Ooh, I really don't like that. Really don't like that.
We've removed some threats.
Alright.
Our presence is growing.
There we go. Humanity first tried to purge South Korea. That's probably because we took the point. Okay. Let's whether we just acquire the neo-geospatial. Oh, we've got some more stuff we can grab. Okay. We can get the 3rd US Special Forces group. That gets us +5 opposite turn. We get Poseidon Investigations, which gets him +1 investigation and gives that guy Surveil. That's quite useful. Cygnus Brands gets us +20 cash a month. Deneb Instruments gets us +1, gets him +1 persuasion, +1 investigation, +2 espionage, +3% spoils, +2% information science research. We don't actually have enough for the National Geospatial, which is a shame. Don't think I want any of these right now, but I do need to remember to keep an eye on buying them, because they are very important. There is an enemy counselor here, which will be a Humanity First counselor.
Ready.
Continue cooing, please. Purging. And we'll just make sure that's boosted pretty high, because I don't want you to...
Terminating the opposition.
Humanity
Ready for
First
my
to
mission.
get out on it. Now, what are you doing in Indonesia? You're capturing Indonesia, that's right. Keep doing
Putting
that.
our people in place.
You just keep
Acknowledged.
telling Japan that we're great.
I will tell our story.
Ready to go.
Every single
What's the
time.
odds?
Tell Japan that we're great.
Making our case.
And Brian,
Reporting
you
in.
tell Singapore how great we are.
I will tell our story.
Yeah, he doesn't have that ability. Even it's annoying that he hasn't got that ability. I was trying to work out what you were saying. I thought you were saying I didn't have the ability, and I was getting very offended. No, not really. I am keeping an eye on the Humanity First opinion here. I think we need to send Jose to lock down these points. New alien fleet has landed at Alien Surface Base Alpha. Canada has initiated a spaceflight program. So Canada...
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
So what's our boost sitting at here?
Public sentiment is
39.5.
increasingly with us.
Our boost is at 2, so we can start looking at building a hab. And Clandestine Cells is complete as well. Excellent. Okay. What are we looking at next? We can get energy labs. That'll let us build energy lab modules. Space Dock will let us build spacecraft. Supply depots will let us refuel ships. Xenology lab is used to investigate the alien arrival. Grants +1 bonus to alien detection on Earth if the module is in an Earth interface orbit to a maximum of 9. So these are all things that we want. Maybe I might grab that org then, Neil. Thanks for pointing that out. I want to research Space Dock because it's going to take a while, but we'll pick up Energy Lab on the way once we finish the other research that we're doing, the Alien Origin one. Let's just get Brian, because he can pick up Deneb, so that gets him... Yes, Public Campaign. That's the one that he doesn't... No, he has Public Campaign. Which is the one you're talking about? So he has Public... I can't check it right now. Actually, let's recruit somebody. Right, what are we looking for here? What type of agent do we need as our 5th agent? So Tom here, stabilize, surveil, turn, Panjawat, Thai hacker. Nothing that we don't already have. This diplomat. I don't think I need another diplomat at this stage. I think what I need is a spy. I think a spy might be a good pickup. Now, she's got a great... It's alright, Neil. It's all good. I really appreciate you helping me out on the stream. It's all good. Think about picking Anne-Sophie Moulin because she has an amazing set of abilities. She has a good stat set. The other options, we look at getting a scientist. Oh, we can get a fixer. I think I'm quite liking the picking of Anne-Sophie here. Crackdown and Purge, that's great to have on somebody. And she has the espionage and investigation to kind of back it up. She has public campaign. She doesn't have decrease stabilize, unfortunately, but she has increase unrest. She has investigate counselor, which we need. She has assassin and turn counselor. I think I'm going to pick her up. Yeah, she does seem pretty good. She also has undercover, -1 espionage when being detected. She's government, which can pick up government orgs. She's got low profile, makes her harder to see, and she's hard target. So she's got massive boost to espionage, which is being targeted by other people. So she can do a lot of sneaking around. Let's grab her. Okay, let's continue the turn. Alien abductions reported. Okay. I've gone silent because of where this is happening. We're receiving reports of possible alien abductions in Wuhan. So I need to remember that for next turn. We need to investigate that. But what I want to do first of all is get our hab on the way. Okay. I thought undercover and low profile buffed each other. I'll check it out after this. So we need to decide where we're building our first hab. I think we need to build it in LOE, so LEO. I've got the... Anne-Sophie can check loyalty, and that's one of her first jobs, now that I've hired her, is to detect loyalty on all my agents. But let's have a look at this. I think we're going to go for low Earth Orbit 2. That's going to require... Hang on. So low Earth Orbit 1 is going to require 1.5 boost. Low Earth Orbit 2 is going to require 1.5 boost, but a little bit more money. It's the same. So I think I'm going to go for a low Earth Orbit 2. Unless anyone thinks I really need to do it in medium Earth Orbit. We don't have enough boost for that. Yeah, we could only get to low Earth Orbit 2. I think that's where I want to put it. Here we go. The Resistance has begun the construction of a new platform. Farragut Station in low Earth Orbit 2. First things first, I want to rename this station. We're going to rename this to Kiva Station. Okay, so Kiva Station has been founded. Now, I don't think I can build any modules until the platform itself is finished construction. I think there's two low orbits simply because it's so hard to get more boost to get further out into space. So it gives you a chance to build 2 low Earth habitats, so that you can actually maybe customize them a little bit. That's my thinking. Ah, is that why it's got the skull icon? I assume that it had the skull icon because it's the highest point I could get to. But we're in space. We did it.
Our associates are now in charge.
Right, we have taken control of South Korea. We can build lithium sulfur battery research.
Our supporters are in place.
And we're taking control of it. No, sorry, we're not in control. There's one more point available, but it is currently protected. Someone can pick up the National Geospatial. Okay, so we don't have enough to pick up the National Geospatial. I want to pick them up. They're very good. They get +2 mission control. But I don't have 200... Oh, I do have 200 influence. So who can pick this up? Insufficient administration. So who can grab it? No one can grab it. Cool. Excellent. Fantastic. Amazing. Right, let's get investigating people. So, Anne-Sophie, you need to investigate who has our lowest... You've got 20... Yeah, so get on Brian. Is Brian a baddie? That's what I need to know.
Tracking targets.
Okay. Ready to go.
Chikangwe, keep on working on
control.
this nation.
Ready.
They've switched to our side, so you don't need to work there anymore. Where can you pick up? Go grab
Bringing
Bangladesh.
them on board.
You...
Ready.
Keep campaigning. Actually, can you take... You can't take Singapore. Yeah, can you purge Singapore yet? No. Keep telling Singapore how great we are.
We must persuade the people.
Ready for orders.
Jose, you need to investigate the alien abductions, which are here.
Eyes up.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. So... Yeah, let's actually check that out. So let's look at what else we've got here. So 3rd US Special Forces gets us +5 ops and +1 security and +2% military. Poseidon Investigations just gave us the surveil location ability and +1 investigation. Cygnus Brand will pay for itself in 2, 4, 6, and 3 months. Let's just grab that. And Deneb Instruments has a lot of stuff on it, but no income. So we'll leave that for the moment. Honeysuckle's a great name. I was referencing my High Fleet Let's Play with the Kiva Station, but we might rename it to Honeysuckle. That's a really cute name. I like that a lot. And the Australian reference is nice too. Okay, I think we need to maybe just do something about this. Although the Humanity First is going down, so is the Resistance. I think we need to remind everybody how great the Resistance has been for Australia when we unify them with New Zealand. It's amazing. Let's get the game moving though. I was waiting for Kiva Station to get built for now.
Initiating recon.
Okay, we've got another alien fleet in low Earth orbit. They just crashed into Bulgaria.
Person of interest surveilled.
Oh, wow. Brian Sanders' actual loyalty is 25. They are here for us through anything.
Prepping for mission.
So we've confirmed that his loyalty is 25. That's amazing.
The people will come to our side.
And I'm out of juice.
We're taking over.
Okay, we've got a control point in Bangladesh.
We've got our people in place.
One more point to grab in Indonesia. So you keep telling Singapore how great we
I
are.
will try to sway the public.
Where did I just
What's
send
the
him?
op?
Where do you need me? Making our case.
Okay,
Standing
Chuck,
by for orders.
Where to?
get that last bit of Indonesia, please.
Establishing our presence.
Keep working on Bangladesh.
Ready to go.
Think.
Establishing our
Jose,
presence.
can you can't.
Your
can't-
orders?
Standing by for orders.
I'm a bit worried about.
Reporting in.
You keep surveilling here.
On Overwatch.
Ready for my mission.
I don't know what is stopping the aliens from blasting
Ready
halves
to
to
go.
dust. They should. That should. If I was the aliens, that's exactly what I would be doing. Oh, so I can just send them to investigate alien activity. I don't need to send them to surveil. Huh. I assumed I needed to send them to surveil the location, but that's actually wrong. So let's send Jose there. I just assumed that I needed him to.
We'll recon the site.
The game told me I needed to
Reporting
surveil the region. It didn't in an earlier tutorial. And I know it's a bit silly, but I'm actually going to get her to just do some campaigning.
Making
Where's
our
the-
case.
Yeah. Oh, we need someone to investigate the alien crash. You're right. That's going to be Brian.
Acknowledged.
Thank you for reminding me, Neo.
We'll recon the site.
And our when's Kiva Station going to be ready? Can I actually see when it's going to be ready here? No, I can't. Oh, there you go. 26th of the 6th, so next month. Yeah. I like the chatter you hear when you're viewing something in low Earth orbit. Unfortunately, you can't make the game run too fast. So I should have jumped back to Earth to speed it back up again.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good. Let's get Australia back on side. Hab module completed. Awesome. Now we can start building add-ons. Okay. So, we can't build anything yet. Why not? Because we need more boost. Okay. So we need 1.5 boost for each module. So we're currently at 0.81.
Here's what we found.
Okay, we got more genealogy research. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Is it faction control you're looking for, or control points? Slowly.
Recon complete.
Here we go. We've completed the investigate alien objectives objective. Our councillor has investigated some of these reported abductions, interviewing residents and local authorities. Local government continues to deny that anything has happened, and in fact has done its best to actively hinder us. Though we have no proof as of yet, we suspect that other organisations are pulling strings to block our investigation. Despite the obstacles, our councillor has confirmed... I'll switch over to faction control in a second. The small but statistically significant number of people and animals have gone missing in the air since the alien crash landing. This is disturbing news. Many among our faction had clung to the hope that despite their secrecy, the intention of the aliens towards our species may be benevolent, or at least neutral. These apparent abductions will leave us little chance of that. What is their purpose? Research alien methods when it becomes available. Research alien methods. So switch it to faction
significant
control.
support.
Cool.
Our presence is growing.
Information science labs. So you see them in color. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh. So we still have a few places, like America is still uncontrolled. Mexico is uncontrolled. A lot of South America is controlled. Yeah, I'm going to get onto... My objective is to get into mining. Humanity first have a lot of Africa, along with the Protectorate. Europe is actually very humanity first. They've got France and the UK. Russia's still open. China is still open. We have an investigate.
I'm here.
No, that's what he was doing last turn. Okay, right.
Standing by.
Standing by.
What are we going to get Brian to do? Crackdown. Can you crack down Singapore yet? No, because they've actually defended it because they know he's there. Well, we'll continue to campaign here.
We must persuade the people.
Standing by.
Jose, I'm not sure what I want to do with you just yet.
At your service.
Let's get you set to Roddenberrien. Where can you start taking places? Brazil. Ugh, this is all that's left, so Brazil. We could start working on America. Right? Where's USA? How much is it going to cost us to campaign in America? It's going to cost us 640. Should we start working on America or do we start working on China? China. It's actually a much higher chance of the US, isn't it? Yeah, let's start working on the US. So I can invest a lot of money there. They are very, very powerful.
I will try to sway the public.
You managed to...
Standing by for orders.
Oh, we lost one slot in Bangladesh. I want to try and crack down that slot. America has more boost by far. Brian,
Your orders?
can you crack down? 13% chance of crackdown. Yeah, that was 67. Okay. In that
I'm
case, you public campaign for us in
We'll
Bangladesh.
make our appeal.
Ready to go.
Jose. What am I going to do with you? I need you to protect Australia, just because.
On guard.
I'm here.
Anna Sophia, I need you to investigate my counselors. So we've already done Brian. Let's check on how loyal Chuck is. It's going to cost most of my ops.
We'll see what they're up to.
That's what we need to find out. And how much boost do we have? We have 85 boost available. So we need to wait until we've got 185. Well, 0.85. Let's go.
Defending the VIP.
We've got some intel on our target.
Okay, so Chuck has an actual loyalty score of 12. That's our
Public
station.
opinion is moving in our direction.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We are winning their hearts.
Look at
and
that.
minds.
America likes us. Cool. We can build molybdenum pipe radiators. Romania has left the European Union. They Brexited.
With each passing day, humanity shatters
Advanced
the bound.
magnetics. I think someone just took this. That's Mongolia. I thought they took a part of Russia. Okay, let's get you to investigate our good friend Leo and just make sure that they're
Surveilling
on.
targets.
Let's
I'm
get
here.
Brian to keep
Ready for
working
orders.
on. Oh, Singapore is closed for business right now, so let's take over Bangladesh just so we get full control of Bangladesh.
I will try to sway the public.
Your orders?
Jose, I don't know what to do with you right now.
Reporting in.
You keep campaigning in
I will
America.
tell our story.
No, you just campaign
Where
in
to?
America.
Making our case.
You campaign in
Where do you need me?
Bangladesh.
I will try to
I
sway
send to
the
America
public.
every time.
Where do you
It
need
throws me so much. I assume it's going to auto-select, excuse me, the state that they're in. But it does not. I always can forget.
I will tell our story.
Now, what do we want Jose to do?
Ready.
Yes, you can. I don't know if you can unify the EU and Russia together into one country, but you can unify EU and you can reform the USSR. What have we got to do with you right now? It's not October yet, not December yet, so we can't. Anyone you can purge in the world? 11% chance in Afghanistan. That's not your highest one. Why don't we just start messing with people? Where are the servants? Can we see any? If I check regions, who is controlled by the servants? Russia. Russia. The servants have a point in Russia. And the Alpine states. There we go. Ireland. Right. Let's start a coup in Ireland. So we're going to increase unrest until we can coup d'etat Ireland.
We will bring it down.
The Alpine states is also Switzerland. Is that what that's what you're asking about? Oh, the Warsaw Pact is what you're talking about. Yeah. Cool. All right. That was a bit more of a complicated turn. How much boost are we sitting on right now? 1.1 boost. Still not enough to build a thing. How is Australia's boost situation doing? So we've completed. No, our space flight program still isn't complete. No, I didn't check the current coup chance. I didn't assume it would be high enough. Let's just check though. I've already committed my things. We'll do it next turn. I didn't think it would be high enough to coup, so I didn't even assume checking it. North Korea and France are now allies.
I have new information.
So Lou has a loyalty of 16. So far, everyone's loyalty has been pretty good. Jose's the next one to check.
The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Public opinion remains.
The people will be free.
I actually feel really bad increasing unrest in Ireland. I mean, it's Ireland. Bulgaria just left the EU, I think. If they're part of it. Somalia and the United Kingdom are allies. Alpine States and Ireland are allies. Yeah, Bulgaria left the EU. Classic Ireland. Okay, well, we haven't actually couped Ireland, so hang on. There you go. 1% chance to coup d'etat in Ireland, as I suspected. So first of all, we need to increase unrest. So let's get that ball rolling.
The government must fall.
All right.
What's the up?
You need to check the loyalty of our last remaining person, which is Jose. I don't have enough ops. This is interesting that he's so hard to investigate.
Initiating surveillance.
I'll take the bad chance. You just keep working on America. Make them love
We
us.
must persuade the people.
Ready
Can
for
we
my mission.
crack down
Where
Bangladesh yet? Yes, let's do that.
Cracking down.
And then you
Standing
just
by.
keep telling the public how great we are. That's everyone's assignments done. That's a good point. Ku uses a stat that he is really bad at. No, he's got a good stat.
What's the
It's
up?
investigation. His investigation is 6. That's a good point. Can we actually level him up? Yes, we can. Let's get his... There's a few things we can do here. So first of all, let's get his investigation up. And then let's have a look at what we can buy here. So we can now get the 10th US Special Forces Group, which gets us +5 ops a month. We can't quite afford Delta Force, sadly. We can get the NIS, which gives +1 ops, especially security. Galatia Aviation gets us +1 mission control per month. That just seems like an easy pickup. Interesting, I can't afford the 10th US Special Forces Group now. I could before. Ooh, the Secret Service have become available. Let's check everybody else. We've got... You don't have enough. You don't have enough. You do. Jose, let's get your... Let's get your investigation up. Is that right? Hang on. Can I preview? Yeah. So I mostly use you to control nations. Increase unrest is your command stat. Let's get your command up. Okay. And you have enough to increase as well. You're mostly going to be public campaigning, which is persuasion and controlling nations. So let's just get that up. Okay. Next thing I want to investigate is we should have enough boost now. No, one more month. Okay. Next month we'll have enough boost to start building our first module. Series coded Tate.
Surveillance complete.
So Jose has a loyalty of 8, which is pretty low. Explosion Ammo Depot in Vladivostok.
Complete.
We crack down humanity
We're
first.
winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Awesome, Isonar. I'm really happy that that worked for you, and you get to try the demo out.
Long live the revolution!
Oh no, I'm hating what I'm doing in Ireland right now. Alpine States just left the European Union. The European Union is collapsing. Whoa, 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 whoa. The initiative sent researchers to study the xenoforms in La Paz. Where is La Paz? Does anyone know where La Paz is? Because it's not going to show up on this screen here. I have no idea where that is. Argentina. Thank you. I don't know South America very well. See, I've got nothing on the map here. Alright, we're obviously missing a research that lets us see them. That's what it's going to be. Okay, we're about to get space dock research completed. That's great. We should have enough boost now. We do. So let's start off by looking at Kiva Station, which we're going to rename to Honeysuckle because that's just the cutest name ever. Oh, no, never mind, thanks. Alright, what are we going to do? We can build a life sciences lab. That gets us 3% bonus to investments in welfare. Materials lab gets a 3% bonus in military military priority. A military science lab gets us a plus 0.03 miltech value of our armies. Solar collector gets energy, which I think we need to start with anyway. And a space science lab gets us mission control. So let's build a solar collector. I think I need to click and drag this. We need to build on Earth, which will take no money at all, 30 days. It's Bolivia. I can't build the space dock yet, Neil, but I will need power to power the space dock anyway. So I'm going to build a solar collector first, because we currently have no power on the ship at all. That is the plan. So we're now building our solar collector, which is great. Let's get back onto the planet. So first things first, Jose, I need you to purge in Bangladesh, just so we can take over the nation.
Targeting the opposition.
Where do you need me?
You've done your job, so let's just get working on increasing the... Oh god, we have no ops at all. Ops
Standing
is
by
a
for
big
orders.
problem. Kiva, someone suggested Honeysuckle Station because Honeysuckle was an Australian observation mission. So I decided to rename it to that because I thought it was a really cute name.
At your service.
What am I going to do with everybody this turn?
I'm here.
I don't need you to crack down to Bangladesh. You can't crack down to Singapore yet. We've got this whole area down here nicely tied up. Why don't we start working on Malaysia just to get it done? I think Malaysia's actually... Oh yeah, that we definitely want to take out Malaysia because the Blaze servants are here.
Your orders?
I don't think this is really working, to be completely honest. 5% chance. I will continue the investment, however, because it's one person per turn.
We'll make our appeal.
You just start
Ready.
working on Malaysia.
We'll make our appeal.
Ready
what
for
do I get you to
orders.
do? Hmm. She can crack down on chicken purge, which is pretty nice. Well, we got a 51% chance to crack down in. Let's just start cracking down in. Yeah, coup clears control points at once. Actually, that's a good thing to check. So I've got a 0% chance to coup. That's what I'm trying to get unrest up, because the higher unrest is, the easier it is to coup. But she's just a good enough spy that she can just crack down the control points on her own. So I think I'm just going to do that. Now let's go. Project complete. We've completed the space dock project. We can now build space docks. Okay, what do we want to build next? I think we want to get alien methods research so that we can allow faction to detect alien contacts with humans. Why do it in Ireland? I'm doing it in Ireland because the servants have a presence in Ireland, and Ireland has 3 control points. Not 1. I'll show you in a second. So if we go to Ireland... Ireland has 2 control points, sorry. But they're both... It's one of the only cities in the nations in the world that's fully controlled by the servants, and I want to kick the servants out where I can find them. Is why I'm doing it. It's probably not the most intelligent thing to be doing, but I just want to disrupt the scientists where I can. What you're saying is I should probably take somewhere that has more resources as a better investment, which you're right about, and I probably should rethink this. But it's locked in for this turn. So as soon as we have 1.5 boost again, we're going to launch a space dock.
We've moved the needle.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Crackdown in Ireland.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
The people will come to our
We're
side.
slowly bringing the US on our side.
We are in control now.
Cool. We have completely purged Humanity First out of Bangladesh. That gives us somewhere on the mainland. And new alliance. Pakistan on the Control Academy and South Korea. Pakistan and South Korea formed an alliance. How do I form alliances? Is a question. Let's get you to switch to Roddenberryan. Start looking after the people and getting us some space. Okay. Yes, I was trying to coup in Ireland because I figured I would never get enough public opinion for me to be able to crack down. But then Sophia just showed up and proved that she could in fact do that. Relations with the Nations tab. Is it that easy? Oh yeah, just get a new ally, manage. Because what I should probably do is ally with all of these. All the countries that I control should just ally with each other, right? That just makes sense to me. Is there any reason not to do this? Right? Yes. I just realized that might have been a stupid mistake, because now if Bangladesh gets attacked, I'm in big trouble. But I just felt like that made sense. Alright.
Standing by.
Sophia, you are a one-person cooing and purging machine. So purge that control point.
Targeting the opposition.
Ryan,
Ready for orders.
you can't crack down
At your
Malaysia
service.
yet. You can do it. How much? We got a lot of influence. Let's do that. Let's actually quickly
Applying pressure
check
on
before
their
spending
people.
else.
At your service.
Jose. Oh, Jose. When you're useful, you're useful. The rest of the time, I kind of like, what do I do with you? Okay, I'll go through all of them and ally them with each other. I thought they were just all allied to each other, but you're right, they won't. So let's do that right now. Let's go to the Nations tab. I will go to Japan. It doesn't open there. Okay, Bangladesh. Let's click over. Oh, South Korea. You're on the wrong. Okay, I can do it from here. Can I move this? I can't move this. That's annoying. So I have to close this. So I clicked on Australia as well. Back up here. Bangladesh. Go to Bangladesh. manage, ally with all. So it's just going to cost me 50 influence each time. Okay, and now I need to go to Japan, manage, ally with all, confirm. Okay, and then we need to go to Pacific States, manage, ally with all. And then we need to go to, so these are Pacific States, manage, ally with all. Oh, interesting, I can't ally them with New Zealand. I wonder why that is. And then I don't think I need to do it in New Zealand, but let's just check. Just move that. Okay, that should be everybody, unless I missed somebody. Cool. Okay, where was I? Confirming assignments, because I didn't know what to do with Jose.
I will tell our students.
Just did that again.
Acknowledged.
Can you go back to America,
What's
please?
the up?
And I just zoomed out too far.
Reporting in.
It's one of the things that frustrates me the most is I continually send my people to the wrong places because I'm clicking in the wrong location.
I'm
Right.
here,
Let's just keep convincing Malaysia.
making our case.
Just did it again.
What's the op?
I need you to
Standing
come.
by for orders.
Ready for
Oh,
orders.
it's so annoying because it spins the map back to them when you click on them. So come back to Malaysia, please. Campaign
We
here.
must persuade the people.
Jose, you can't
Where to?
campaign. You can increase unrest. Where is there somewhere with a lot of control points that you could flip with unrest? Or maybe we just want to cause a... Yeah, let's start messing around in Russia. Even though I don't have the ops for the restaurant in Russia. Because I federated... I didn't federate with the Pacific States. Maybe I misunderstood how that works. So I can't... That's a good point, actually, because I don't want to get into a fight. For instance, if I got into a fight with Ireland right now, they are allied with the entire EU. So I do want to start breaking those alliances. That's a really good point. Something I hadn't really considered was the alliance thing, even though it lost me a game before. What are we going to do with Jose? What are we going to do with Jose? %2 chance to sabotage a launch facility isn't worth it. Contact somebody? I don't really want to contact anybody. You can't investigate. I could send you into space. I get you to assassinate a random person. It's not... In December we'll be able to form a union. Here we go. Here's what we could do. Got an idea.
Time to make our move.
Yes, that's it. That's a good point as well. I'll check all their alliances and who they've got them with. There's a little bit of micromanagement to do there. Has our boost income gone down? Oh, it's because our habs are draining our boost income. That's annoying. Or our hab is draining our boost income.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, another alien fleet in low
Control
orbit.
is vulnerable now.
Crackdown in Malaysia.
Public sentiment is increasingly with.
UFO crashed in Zimbabwe. We need to deal with that this turn.
Policy direction complete.
Right. Oh, what I was hoping I could do was I could federate with Biak. But we need to take Borneo over, and then we can federate. Okay, so I need to get my hands on Borneo. That's what I was trying to work out. I thought I could do half of it. So where's Borneo right now? Who controls Borneo? Malaysia, Indonesia. I don't know where Borneo is, which is a bit of a failing on my part. Malaysia. Where is Borneo? Feeling very stupid right now. Borneo is a non-conformed state. That's what it is. That's how I formed Borneo, by getting those nations together. Okay. The music has suddenly become a little bit... yeah, I can't actually select Borneo. European Union under control committee first and the Czech Republic have decided to merge into a single nation. So the European Union is now a nation, which contains Riga, Jort. Okay, part of the UK. Oh, this got very confusing. So the EU has been formed, but it's made up of... Yeah, it's a scary European Union because it's like France and the Czech Republic is what it appears to be. It's France and the Czech Republic are the European Union because the UK has claims on the EU, but isn't. No, the UK is in the European Union. The United Kingdom is a member of the European Union Federation, but the European Union is a country that contains France and the Czech Republic. That's what's happened. So we have a federation called the European Union that is, and inside the federation, the European Union is the country of the European Union. That's confusing. That's hurt my brain.
We're in control here.
Okay, we just purged the servants out of Ireland. And we just completed our solar collector. Let's take a look at Brave, Proud Honeysuckle Station with its solar collector. That is a very interesting coup target, isn't it, Neil? That could be really fun to flip. So we need 2 boosts, 1.5 boosts before we can add the space stock on. So it's going to take a couple of weeks. All right. So we've cracked down here. So that means Jose
Ready for orders.
can now purge in Malaysia.
We're taking power.
Ready to go.
You can crack down Ireland. You might as well just make that very easy.
Targeting their key people.
You keep working.
Acknowledged.
Oh, I need to make sure.
Ready for my mission.
I thought we had a UFO crash. Did I miss the UFO crash? I think I missed the UFO crash, which is really frustrating. Or did I grab it? Oh well. What's Brian gonna do this turn? Good old Brian. I think of things to do. The other place, Taiwan, could be quite good for launch. Yeah, it was somewhere in Africa, I remember. It was in Zimbabwe. It does not look like it is still here, so I missed it. Which is pretty sad, if we're being honest. In the Aliens tab. You see it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's right on the screen. I'm blind as a bat. But I don't have the option to investigate alien activity. Which is what, Oh, no, I have enough ops. I have 5 ops. We have 4.8 ops. That's it. That's the problem. I don't have enough ops available. That's why the mission isn't showing up for me. I don't have enough ops to complete this mission. The game says 5. I actually have 4.8 ops. And I need 5 to investigate this. So possibly next turn I'll have enough.
Standing by for orders.
Lou, what mission? Are we gonna keep this? Let's keep working on America.
We'll make our appeal.
Ready to go.
I'm here. Making our case.
That's how you take America over. You just
Ready.
pump money into it. Oh, is Singapore no longer protected? Singapore is no longer protected. Okay.
Targeting their key people.
Let's try not to do too many things at once. He says doing 100 million things at once. Nicaragua and UK are now allies. Kazakhstan and the United Kingdom are now allies. Taiwan has initiated a spaceflight program. Australia
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Australia still has not initiated a
Slipped
spaceflight
away
program.
from us.
Okay.
Targets got away.
Interesting, we failed on 2
Our case
crackdowns.
remains unheard.
Wow, this is a bad turn for us. So Australia's still a long way off forming its spaceflight, which is a shame. Hello, NC Mixum. How's it going?
The opposition remains in power.
Wow, we fail on every mission this turn, it feels like. Okay. Whoa, wait. We can steal interplanetary, but we've already got interplanetary warships. Why do I want to steal that project? I mean, I haven't got enough ops to steal it anyway. Let me check if the... Yeah, okay. We can investigate the alien crash
On the way
site.
to the target
And
site.
that's what you need to do.
Standing by for orders.
What's the op?
Let's just keep working on America.
I will try to sway the public.
Okay, I'm spending a bit too much
Orders?
money on this actually, because that's what, 640 to go? 80's a fine amount of money to spend.
Acknowledged.
Where to?
I'm here.
Try and coup that again, Jose. Let's give you a bit more influence this time.
Removing our enemies.
And
At
you
your
try and
service.
crack down out again. Oh! Thank you very much for subscribing, yes. That always makes me jump out of my skin. 89% crackdown.
Applying pressure on their people.
Cool. What are we looking at for boost? We're at 1 boost, so we're not got enough to get our space dock built. This is just the demo still. Still the demo. But I'm trying to go all the way to the end of the 7 years. So even if I don't get there in this stream, I want to keep the game running on my computer so I can stream it again next chance I get. And we're trying to get space. Our goal is to try and get space mining. Kolkata had a typhoon. Okay. We've completed the Alien Methods project. Having uncovered evidence of multiple life abductions, it seemed that aliens have been observing us long enough to understand Earth's biological and social hierarchies. In short, they have steadily worked their way up the food chain. Fulfills the objective research alien materials. We can now do some other stuff. We've completed the research alien methods. The earliest disappearances were limited to low-order mammals, unremarkable if not for frequency. The first confirmed human abductions occurred within 14 days of the crash. Since then, they have steadily grown in number. The initial victims were primarily from rural areas and appeared to have been selected semi-randomly, with little in common but for location. The second wave, however, contained a disproportionate number of individuals in high socioeconomic status. Police chiefs, wealthy business owners, local legislators, etc. The pattern suggests the aliens arrived on Earth with a plan in mind for establishing influence, and that it proceeded to adapt its tactics first to our local ecology and then to our social structure. This indicates there is no hope that our visitors' intentions are peaceful. From now on, we must act on the assumption that we are at war. As news of these abductions continues to spread, others are more likely to draw the same conclusion. New objective: investigate returned abductees. We have strange news. First one, that several of the missing humans have resurfaced. While their families are naturally relieved, it is hard to see why the aliens are acting in this way. Why goes to so much effort to abduct human victims and simply release them? Until we know more, I recommend that we could send counselors to regions of suspected alien activity and place all returned abductees under immediate surveillance. If these individuals have some part of the aliens' plans, we need to learn more quickly. Perform surveil location missions in areas with a suspected alien presence. Send counselors on investigate alien activity missions when you discover evidence of alien influence on the populace or leaders. Cool. Alright, what are we going to research next? I feel like the supply depot might be worth grabbing. Okay. Huh. Do we need to change our priorities for our countries? Do we need to start getting them on a bit more of a war footing? Because at the moment we're putting no investment into military at all and attempting to get them all spaceflight ready. I think we'll hold out a little bit longer, if we can. Let's continue the turn. Airships? Did you see airships? Did I say airships?
Crackdown complete.
Hey, we cracked down the servants. Let's get them out of Ireland.
We've moved the needle.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Possible alien abductions in Mozambique.
Recon complete.
Our people have taken control.
Yes, I do need interplanetary warships. You're right. I'm going to try and steal it, though. In fact, I'm going to switch to that research. That's really important. I don't need military warships. Isn't it interplanetary warships? Oh, Supply Depot's actually almost done already. We finished in November. I might as well just finish it before changing to a different research. Oh, no, it keeps it. So, yeah, well... No, this is interplanetary warships. I'm not really looking to build any warships. This gets me... Oh, but I might need the ship classes. Hang on. Okay, I need to research that because I know no ship classes. You are right. I didn't think I need a warship. Let's get that researched. Thank you, Neil, again. Keeping me right. Okay. Brian?
Reporting in.
Do I not have enough ops again? This is becoming a big problem. We don't have enough ops. We don't have enough ops income. Oh, wow. Missions granted, control space I've advised, monthly income, +1 boost, +1 mission control, +1. And we know that his loyalty is 25. We are grabbing this on him. This is insanely good. We also have access to 5th Special Forces, which gets us +5 ops. The National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, which gives us +2 ops. Madison Society, +8. Influence +2 persuasion. Diamond Interactive. And Terra's Investigations and Valens Rocketry. This might be worth grabbing as well for +16 science. That's a GIGN. Okay. That's a huge boost to our boost. What we really need though is more ops. I wonder if I just get one of these special forces groups. I get the fifth US Special Forces group. I think it's worth it. And that gets us a much higher ops income because we can't investigate anything right now. I think I now have any org that gives that gear icon. I'm completely with you in the streams, but we're not quite ready yet. Oh, it's a module for that one, isn't it? But yeah, that gear icon, getting our projects moving faster. Okay, what are we doing? So I can't do this yet, unfortunately. I don't have enough ops for it, so I have to do it next turn. So Brian Sanders, can you go back to cracking down on Singapore or Malaysia? I think we'll finish off Malaysia first, just because we started on it.
Going after their people.
Chuck,
Ready
you
for
just
my mission.
keep telling America how great we are. Oh, damn it.
Ready to go.
I decided to tell you to stop telling America how great we are.
Your orders?
Biggest complaint about the game is how I do that every single time.
Making our case.
It's huge, yeah.
Where to?
I was really happy to see that org just show up. Okay, what were you doing here? Oh no, you were also working on... it's starting to get to that stage in the game where I'm running out of things for my counselors to do if they don't have certain skills. I'm wondering if it might be getting close to lose time to leave the team. Even if he is quite useful when he is needed. Because there's not a lot for him to do. Actually, you know what you can do? We're losing a little bit of
I will try to sway the
control
public.
here. Jose,
At your service.
you can't purge any of these. Can I just force through a purge? For 65 influence? I'll give it a try.
Terminating the opposition.
Standing by.
And you can purge here with a 95% chance
We're
of success.
taking power.
I have revealed myself, NC. Yes, I wanted to do it for the initial influence boost and the public opinion boost that gets you. All right, everyone's got a mission. We're sitting at 1.3 boost, so next month we'll be able to launch our next module. Let's go. The UK is currently just slowly allying with the entirety of Africa.
We've neutralized their key people.
Cool.
The people will come to our side.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
I'll go through the orgs next turn. We're up to 2 boosts as well.
Our people have taken control.
We now have control of Ireland.
We're in control here.
Alright, first things first, Ireland, get onto a Roddenberryan priority. They also have a claim on Belfast, which is amazing. You can reform Ireland. Okay, first things first, let's have a look at our space station. Because we can now add another module. So what I want to build is a space dock. Why can't we build a space dock? We have insufficient resources to build this module. I need 8 boost for a space dock. Well, that's sad, but we're gonna have to wait for that to come up. All right, let's check out orgs. So she has access to nothing right now. Nothing here. You can pick up the Madisonian Society, which gets +8 +8 influence per turn, +2 persuasion, and +1% unity and +1% spoils. That just seems worth buying. And that's everything we can buy this turn. Okay. Orcs are pretty important. Is what I'm finding. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We can do some level ups. You can't level up. You can. Let's get your... What's coup d'etat under? Command. And unrest is under command. Let's get your command up. Let's continue doing that, because that is quite useful for you. You can't level up. You can level up. That's nice that it actually shows what these things are giving them. What do we want to augment for you? I'm honestly kind of tempted. Let's get his investigation to 8, because I do use him for crackdowns. You can also level up. What do I want you to be able to do? You've now been control. I don't think he had control nation before, which is a nice one for him to pick up. Let's get his let's get his espionage up, because that's what I use for purging. Yes. Okay, I think that's everybody. Yeah, it's everybody. Okay. I did not mean to click recruit. Although I now know I can actually... This... He's back. So this tells me that he is not randomly generated. Hijinks Silverheart has appeared in 2 campaigns. If I had a free slot, I would hire him instantly just because he's so hilarious. Look at how terrible his stats are. This guy, this character, Hijinks Silverheart, appeared in my first stream, and I thought it was a joke character, and now he's shown up in another one. So he must be hard-coded into the game. He's not a randomly generated agent. He's appeared in 2 different games. As the 36-year-old American fixer with a command stat of 0. He is 100% responded to the Craigslist ad. And it's okay, guys, because he has his own crew. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Anyway, where were we? Okay, you wanted to see what the gendarmerie gave you. The GIG gave you the extract counselor, assault in an asset, and detain counselor mission types. -1 money per month, +2 ops per month, +1 command, and +2 security. It's pretty good. GIG are good. Alright, let's do assignments.
Where to? Investigating alien site.
Ready.
Is Hijinks Silverheart oh, Johnny Silverhands, you think? Do you think he... Is he a Keanu Reeves? Yeah, is he a Johnny Silverhands reference? I'm actually going to be really sad if he's a Johnny Silverhands reference.
Reporting in.
Standing by for orders.
Ah, we got defend interest now. This is what I've been looking for. This is a really useful... this is much better than protect target. This is what I was looking for earlier in the game when I was confused. I was looking for defend interests. I still don't know what to do with you, my friend. Let me try something.
Setting a watch.
Because there were abductions there earlier in the game.
Me?
Well, you've just taken Ireland for me, which I'm incredibly impressed by, if we're going to be completely honest. Don't have the ops to steal a project, unfortunately. Don't have any ops. We're so starved on ops. You could crack down Nicaragua, apparently. You've got a good chance of that. Where else could you crack down? Could you crack down Malaysia for me? Yes, you can. Perfect. Let's do that.
Turning up the heat.
What do I want to do with you?
What's the op?
Let's just keep getting Malaysia, Singapore on side.
Case.
Okay. Confirm assignments, and let's go.
Surveilling target area.
Just watching the news stream on the left here.
The needle.
We've neutralized their
Nice. We're about to take over Malaysia this turn.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Still struggling with America. Come on.
We found something.
Okay. More xenology research. 8 boost is going to take a little bit of time to get, sadly. Somalia and the European Union are now allies. Now, is that the European Union, the country, or the European Union, the Federation? All right, you can't crack down, but you
What's
can.
the op?
You can't purge. So you purge here. Yep, excellent.
Terminating the opposition.
Ready for my mission.
You've finished your work
Where do
here,
you need
Brian.
me?
So where do we want to take over next? That's like, what's our next target? Well, if I wanted to, you can't crack down. Hang on. If I wanted to send
Ready
you
to go.
to capture America, 16% chance is too low. Keep campaigning.
We
Pouring
must
money
persuade the people.
into America.
At your service.
You turn counselor, inspire counselor, increase unrest, set national policy, public campaign. Next month we'll be able to Bangladesh aliens. You see there are aliens in Bangladesh. What's going on in Bangladesh? Why did I just scroll all the way past Bangladesh? Oh, thank you. How did I miss that? Yes, there are aliens in Bangladesh. Okay, who can bind Sanders can do that? There's actually, yeah, Yangon. Thank you,
We'll see what we can
Somebody
find.
for noticing that. I don't know
Your
how I missed it.
orders?
All right.
Ready to go.
What can you do? Keep talking to Singapore for me.
I will tell our story.
Jose.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, it's. Are there any green orbs floating around China, or are you referring to the green orbs that are down by Bangladesh? Because I don't actually see any green orbs around China right now. Let's actually do, because the game keeps telling me to do surveil missions where there's alien activity. So I'm going to do a surveil
Initiating
location
surveillance.
here and see what happens. And let's confirm those assignments. We're on 3 boost. Yes, I will, Neil, and I already have. I actually did the surveil before you reminded me, which I'm really happy with. Let's go.
On Overwatch.
Okay, we got interplanetary warships done. What do we want to research next? Xenology labs give us 5 research and plus 10% xenology. You can see alien activities in the alien tab, right? I need to keep checking that alien tab. What else do we want? Batteries, information science lab, 5 research, 3% information science research. Oh, the supply depot, which I already started. I definitely think I want to get that on the go. Outpost Hams is about to be completed, which is good. Okay, we've got another alien fleet arriving in low Earth orbit. UFO crash on Earth in Brazil. Let's not forget about that.
The people will come to our side.
I'll do that now, Neil. Can I check the tech tree? Yeah, I can check the tech tree from here. So, let's have a look. So, you need to find out what this space mining... If I just type in mining... Space mining and refining. For space mining and refining, we need mass drivers, and we need principles of space warfare. So we did advanced Spendix has been done. We need to get the world to research mass drivers, and we need to get the world to research principles of space warfare first. Yes, welcome to the tech tree. Okay. So, what we need to focus on, actually, supply depot isn't super important. We're going to add interest into Outpost Habs so that we can push and be the next person to do a research so we can get researching what we need for mining. It's not space warfare? It looks like space warfare to me. You're right. It is Outpost Habs, which is almost complete. So the big one, the only one we need still is mass drivers. So when Outpost Habs complete, we're going to have to push for mass drivers to be researched. That's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, because Principles of Space Warfare is not colored orange. So yeah, you're right. It doesn't get picked up. You're doing much better than me.
There
I
are
keep a
2
track of everything.
types of people in this world.
Okay, we
Those
can
who
now build
only
outpost
have-
cores.
Public opinion is moving in our
What did they pick as our next research? Nuclear fission in space. That's still the fastest one to research. What just happened?
Here's what we found.
We've removed some threats.
Yeah, we've got abductions in Bangladesh now. Outpost core is done, so we need to pick a new project. No, we can just do outpost cores. Okay, right. So we don't have enough ops, unfortunately. I think we're down to 4 ops. We've got 4.6 ops. So KC Vault, how's it going? I can't investigate the abductions in Bangladesh, but what I can do is I can surveil Bangladesh at least.
Initiating recon.
At your service.
Do we have all of Malaysia? We do. Let's get that onto a Roddenberryan stance. Let's get into cracking down. Oh, they've protected it. They did another protection. Singapore. They really don't want to give up Singapore, which is annoying. Why don't we start taking over Thailand then? Let's maybe start working on Thailand. Yeah, I think that's the next Pacific Nations area. I could make a moon base now if I had the boost to do so, yes. But I think what I want to do is build up Honeydew. I'm pretty sure I can do that. So if I zoom out here and I select the moon. No, there's no option to build a base. Maybe I need to build the outpost first. I have no idea. US chances, let's have a look. I can't use her. We'll use Chuck. 18% chance in the US. If I pumped 64, I could maybe go for 77. 64 is not that much influence. We are spending a lot of influence at the moment. You just said a probe first. Okay, so you get probe tech. Awesome. I'm quite tempted actually to take the 77% chance in America. Are there sites on the moon? Did I miss them? Oh, I zoomed out way too far. So there's an Earth Luna interchange points. Oh yeah, there are sites on the moon. Well spotted. I can't do anything with them though. So I have to survey them. That's what I have to do. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 sites. Lunar probe launch. Okay. Let's head back to Chuck. So I've got a 77% chance if I spend 64 on Earth, and I think I'm gonna America. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Ready
Why
for
not?
my mission.
You let's just push America. Let's push America hard. So you come here and campaign in America, please.
We must persuade the people.
Brian,
Your orders?
you can't do an ops this turn, which is really annoying. Well, I only have... I will check the others for US Control Nation. Give me a second. Because Brian can't, so I'm just going to get him to campaign.
I will tell our story.
The ones
Ready
that
for my
can...
mission.
Chuck's already attempting
At
it.
your
He has a 77%. Lou has an 81%
Standing
chance.
by
Okay.
for orders.
So that's
Ready.
much better. So we'll get Chuck to campaign. And we'll get Lou
Ready for orders.
to Control
Your
Nation.
orders?
Because he can get up to an 82% chance.
Establishing
That's a very
control.
good point. And then Anna Sophia...
Ready for orders.
Can't crack down here. Has a 9% chance. He has a 71% chance in Cambodia. We'll start taking Cambodia over. Let's start taking Cambodia over. Get that up to an 86% chance.
Going after their people.
Alright, thanks for pointing that out. We did have a 9 strength persuader in America, so we might actually be able to start getting some American control, and that'll get us tons of boosts. We're up to 4 boosts, so we don't have enough to build our space dock
Surveilling
yet.
target area.
New alien fleet has landed, it said. Hang on. Okay, at the alien surface base. I thought they'd landed somewhere else. Pakistan and Norway are now allies.
Crackdown complete.
We cracked down humanity first in Cambodia.
The people will come to our side.
The people will come to our side.
I'm waiting to see if this Control Nation mission succeeds in America.
We're taking over.
Yes, we got a control point in America. Oh, look, there's 2 other counselors here. A large typhoon has struck the Manila region of the Philippines. The damage may be huge. We are mitigate damage directing funds and ops to the area. Okay. Well, I can't, unfortunately, do that because I don't have enough ops. So, how awful. Causes major damage to economy and population of Manila. All armies suffer minor damage. Damn. Army under resistance control. We've got the 1st Infantry Division of the Americas under our control. Okay, we are starting to have problems with the amount of nations we're controlling, and we're going to have to research fixes for that. But the first thing I want to do is, Anna Sophia, who are these people hanging out in my country?
Eyes on target.
Yes, I'm not going to forget about New Zealand, but thank you, Swissar, for reminding me. This is a cool icon for an unknown person. I like this. Okay, Brian.
Acknowledged.
Keep telling America... No, investigate alien activity. Let's check the crash site.
Headed there now.
I'm also going to check what ops we
What's
can
the
buy.
op?
We don't have enough, unfortunately, for
Setting a watch.
another investigating
At your
activity.
service.
You tell America how great we are.
Make our appeal.
Oh, damn it.
Acknowledged.
I don't want
Ready for my
Bangladesh
mission.
to know how great we are. I want America to know how great we are.
We must persuade the people.
Standing by.
It's going to be expensive taking control of
Bringing
America.
them to our side.
Okay, so we got the 1st Infantry Division. That's cool. Let's just check everybody's organizations. Interesting. Yeah, management research will not take very long to jump into. I was checking if anyone can gain any orgs right now. Doesn't look like they can. He's got XP. She's got XP. Okay. I can't get your persuasion. I can get your persuasion to 10. Let's do that. And let's get your espionage up. Okay. Boost is at 5. What's next? So I still can't boost. I'm going to federate next month. I can't federate. I need to do a federation mission, and if it kicks off before the 31st, I have to federate next month.
Eyes up.
We just need more ops income. Yeah. Large wildfire. Oh no, wildfires in Sydney. And I can't deploy a team because I have no ops. Right, we need to do something about ops. Let's pause the game right now and do something about that. Okay, so supply depots, we're going to cancel this right now, and we're going to do management research. Management research is actually 1,000, which is a lot. We also need to I'm going to do ops research to get us 20 ops, just so we've got 20 ops sitting in the bank at all times for dealing with something like this, right? Because there's been 2 events in a row that require 20 ops. Alien Origin, I'm actually going to cancel this right now, and we're going to do a quick management research because we're starting to lose out on income because we're taking too long. And let's just get these both up to 2. Okay. I live in Australia too, Subadite. I'm not used to it.
Mission abort.
Okay, so then something happened to that counselor and I can't investigate him anymore.
We need their hearts and minds.
Cool. I'm forcing America to concentrate on
Recon
welfare.
complete.
We've got our people in place.
Nice, that's 2 control points in America. That's the 1st Armor Division under our control now as well. Yeah, I quite like that as well, Alex. It is very, very interesting how you're controlling it that way. Okay, right. Jose?
Standing by.
I was like, investigate alien activity, but the alien activity has gone away. Of course it has. We're up to 6 boost. Okay.
Your orders?
Right. Start off with Lou
I'm
here. How much is it going to cost you to take another thing here? Because it's costing us a lot of money. At 32, you got an 81% chance. Let's go for it.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Ready to go.
Chuck.
Standing by.
Yes, I will fed. Don't worry. I want to get Brian to do it.
I will try to sway the public.
I got distracted
What's the
there.
op?
You spend some
Ready
money
for
to get it.
orders.
You've got to spend money to get America to like you.
Making our case.
Standing by. On my way to the capital.
Ready
Right.
to go.
So we got first infantry and 1st armored on our side now. Jose continually just frustrates me with what I want to do with him. We were starting to crack down on Vietnam. Or was it Cambodia? It was Cambodia we were looking at. But it's Anne
Ready to go.
Sophia who's good at it, not Jose. She has, what has she got? 30% chance, 0% chance. Something's happened here. 8% chance, sorry, to crack down. So she's got 63% chance versus 9% versus 0. So we could start working on Cambodia, because the reason we're looking at Cambodia is because Singapore's fortified right now. So let's crack down in Cambodia.
Targeting their center of power.
Jose, what can I do with you?
Here.
That's actually a really good point, Neil. Yeah, because we do want to keep maintaining those armed forces. We can use America as our... America can be our kind of our back pocket. However, I maybe want to change that welfare stat. We'll leave it as is. We'll see what happens with it set to resist. Any ideas for what to do with Jose right now? Let's get him to fortify Australia.
Protecting our interests.
Okay, that's done. We're at 6 boosts. We can't boost into space yet.
Securing our control.
Chad and UK just became allies. Project
Target
Exodus.
lost.
Somebody else cracked down
Public
Cambodia
sentiment is increasing
for us.
with
I federated, don't worry, I federated. I've done it.
Now, as then, territorial disputes boil down to one group
Okay.
of people gazing upon a new land and calculating who would need to die so they could own it.
So
Thousands of years of purported civilization.
Military tech just went up. I'm going to unify
Policy
all.
direction
I'm here.
complete.
It's okay, Neil. I'm on it. We're going to unify with New Zealand. Confirm. Completed my mission set national policy in Australia. Unification. The Republic of the Southern Cross, under the control of Resistance New Zealand, decided to merge into a single nation. So now they've only got 3 control points between them, but they've now unified their boost income. So now we're producing 0.11 boost from them, which is awesome.
The differences in our languages are irrelevant, for we all grow closer to those near us in times of
Interesting.
distress,
So
creating
this research has
communities
given
where once
access
there was
to
none.
the East African
Today,
Federation,
I
the
ask
Restored
you to do
Warsaw
just
Pact,
that,
and Corridor
for
Diplomacy.
humanity's future.
I don't like the text.
presence
I usually
is
really like
wrong.
research text, but it really distracts me when I'm trying to play the game at the moment. It's not the best flag, no. I'd much prefer maybe an Aboriginal flag on there, at least represented. We now have 1st Marine Division. Oh, we just lost public opinion in Bangladesh. That might be because we didn't do anything about the abductions that were happening there. We now have 3 control points in America, which is looking really good for us.
Your orders?
Let's keep working on this. It's worth the investment, I think.
Taking control.
It is costing us a lot, but I think it's
Where
worthwhile.
to?
All right, what
Your
else
orders?
are we doing? I think we should keep working on public opinion in America.
will make our appeal.
I'm here.
So you weren't able to crack
Reporting
down
in.
here, which is weird. What happened there? Let's try that again.
Going after their people.
Exactly, Sublime. We need to
Where do
represent
you need
all of
me?
the Pacific Islander and Indigenous peoples. Yeah, boost was a big that was a big boost to boost. We will have enough boost next turn to start building the space dock, which I'm really looking forward to. Brian Sanders, can you hit Singapore yet? Nope. Who can you hit? Not a great shout in Thailand. Even worse in Vietnam. Slightly better in Myanmar. That will shore up our border a little bit. Let's try a crackdown here. 76% chance. I'm very aware that I'm spending tons of influence right now. Can we pick up any new... Oh, I really want to get Australian security until the ASIO. That would be nice and thematic. Okay, hang on. And Sophie Mullen can pick up some stuff. It could have been quite a lot. Could have been. So we can pick up the Australian Security Intelligence Organization. Hang on, let's close this. That gets us +1 ops, -4 money. That's quite good. We can get the Liberus Defense Services, which gives us +2 ops, +1 security for cash. We're definitely going to pick that up. Hydra Consultants gets us unity and income. And the Garena Medical Group gets us... I'm going to pick all of these up. So we'll grab... Oh, it's going to cost a lot, actually. Hang on, we can't grab all of these. Yes, we can. This is worth grabbing. Oh, she can only take 1. But that was the one I wanted to grab, because that gives us ops. Yeah, I can't grab any of the other ones. Okay, she only had 1 slot free. I thought she had more. Right, okay, back to work. I can only grab one, unfortunately. Everyone's got a mission, though they don't. Brian. What do we do with Brian? So I don't really want to spend a crackdown here. Let's get you to just make sure Bangladesh is... Bangladesh is fine. Bangladesh is fine. Where else can you crack down with a decent amount that I don't need to spend a lot? There's some 30% over here. This academy have so much territory. We obviously get into South Africa. I don't really want to do that. What's going on in Europe? Anywhere in Europe looking juicy? Scandinavia's open. What about Iceland? I do have a soft spot for Ireland. Let's get Iceland. I want Iceland.
Turning up the heat.
And Jose. Oh, Jose. Just oh, Jose. You're useful when you're useful, but when you're not useful, you're kind of like having just nothing going on. How's Denmark looking? I can't crack down Denmark, unfortunately. I want Iceland. I generally have a soft spot for Iceland, and I want it. Yes. So Neil, EU, the country. I think that was looking pretty strong.
Orders.
Oh, but we could send. Yes, you're right. We could send Jose to increase unrest in the EU. That was a plan that we had. Let's do that. We're just not gonna, we don't have a. The problem is I can't afford to spend the ops. That's the reason we're not doing it. I can't afford to spend the ops on it. And we've got 0% chance to coup. Let's just see if there's any agents here.
Surveilling target area.
All right.
Initiating surveillance.
We'll check Denmark after we've done Iceland.
We've hit them where it hurts.
I'll check Russia again, but the last time I checked it out, it was pretty
We've hit them
well
where it
defended.
hurts.
Okay, we got operations done. That's some more ops in our bucket. We need to make sure we've got 20 in there at all times to make so that if there's any more bad events that happen, we're on top of it.
We hold no sway in
Yeah,
their mind.
Ukraine got taken a while ago, and I was very unhappy about it. We now do ECM projects.
We were unable to
We
establish
failed to get
control.
that. We failed to get a control point in America. We're gonna have to hold off on that a little bit because we're starting to run low on influence. Okay, first things first. Let's head up to Honeysuckle Station. Someone keeps doing something in Bangladesh. I'm keeping an eye on that. And let's add on a space dock. Space dock is under construction. Yeah, the next event will probably need 50 ops, you're right. Look at Honeysuckle Station. We're the only faction that have any presence in space. Apart from... Yes, I am over the influence cap, but I am researching management research to try and fix that. The only other space presence is International Space Station, which only has solar modules, and Chang'an Station, which has no modules. Unless someone's been doing some building, yeah. Yeah, we got 20 people in space on Honeysuckle Station. It's gonna be more at the moment. Sorry, this is 20. Does this have 20 crew? Wow, that has 20 crew. Station's gonna be big and crowded. And we can't build. Don't think we can build any bigger than this at the moment. I don't think I can put on any cross points. It is also going to drain our resources quite a lot, but being able to build ships in space is going to save us so much on boost. All right, let's get some silence on the way. Let's get
Ready to go.
check. No, I need someone to purge. So let's get
Where do
Jose
you need me?
to purge Iceland, just because I want it.
Targeting the opposition.
And let's
Where
get
to?
you to purge Cambodia, which has one slot, so we're going to take that.
Removing our enemies.
All right, Brian
Where to?
Sanders. How's Denmark looking?
Standing
Someone
by
said
for orders.
it was valid for a crackdown. 3%. A 3% chance. I've never heard of airships conquer the skies. Can you tell me about it or provide me a link? I'm curious. Everyone thing up here is defended. Someone has cracked down this particular one. We could sneak in and grab that. Looking at the European Union, the country, it's pretty well defended. Russia's also very well defended. Let's leave Brian for now and let's go to Lou.
Where to?
And just get him to attack America. I mean, Oh, look at that. Something's happened in America. They're not liking us as much. Let's spend a couple of turns just convincing them how great we are by putting lots of money in their pockets.
I will try to sway the public.
You're...
At your service.
Okay, Brian. Steampunk air building strategy, that sounds cool. 2D gunpowder age airship strategic warfare. That sounds cool. That sounds right up my street. I'm wondering if I need to swap out some of my agents. The problem is when they're useful, they're really useful. Just, there are some dead turns for a few of them. Let's just get on... I don't have the ops. I don't want to spend the ops to do it, but I want to increase unrest in Europe. We're probably just better off crackdowning. Let's have a look at what Chuck can do. Who is taking Iceland? Who's purging Iceland? Jose is, okay. Then you just do Hearts and Minds here. Hey, I remembered to click on the country before I clicked public campaign.
We must persuade the people.
We'll get Brian to do
Ready
the same
for
thing.
my mission. Making our case.
And let's just check orgs. You can't get anything. No. No one can get anything from orgs. Okay. So we need to make sure we try and stay over 200 influence as well, because that's how much it's costing us. And let's confirm our assignments. And let's just check how long is it going to take to build Honeysuckle Station. When will this be completed? Be completed in March 2024. Okay. Inspirability increases the effectiveness of another agent or country, I think. New alien fleet has landed at the inland service base.
Winning their hearts and minds.
Another coup in Yemen.
Public opinion is moving in our
Congo
direction.
had a coup. Oh, has increased loyalty. Okay.
We've removed some threats.
Nice. We now control Iceland. Ooh, we keep beating
Our
Iceland
associates are now
to the
in
punch.
charge.
Turkey and other control forces have ended their alliance with Iceland. Oh, I need to sort my alliances out, actually. I haven't done that yet. Cambodia is ours. Okay. So, Brian... Ugh.
I'm here.
Right, can you crack down anything interesting in the region? Is Malaysia... No. I want Singapore. I really want Singapore. You could try and start working on Myanmar. There's a 76% chance there if I spend a ton of influence. 69% of it trying. It's not really worth it. Let's start working on public opinion in Myanmar, so that we can
I will try to sway the public.
take them over.
Where do you need me?
Let's see how
Reporting
Lou's looking
in.
to take over America.
Ready.
Still terrible. What has happened in America?
We'll make our appeal.
At
What
your
happened
service.
to humanity? Did I just mess up really badly?
Where do you
no,
need
I didn't. I did target America. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Where to?
Like we have the most
We
public,
must persuade the people.
best public image
Reporting in.
here, but they still don't.
I'm here.
They're still proving very hard to take control
I
of.
will tell our story.
Acknowledged.
We're due an alien arrival soon, I think. India's another option. Oh, I forgot. We never managed to take this last point off the academy in South Korea. That's something I need to do. I need to do that soon, actually. Yeah, something I really need to work on.
Making things safe for our
Okay.
people. Securing our interests.
Yeah, it is the fact that I
Public
know.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is
It
moving.
won't be defended forever, though, and that's when we'll
Public
take it over.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
We've moved the needle.
Oh, here we go. We have detected what appear to be alien microbes and plants in the La Paz region of Bolivia. They are thriving and threaten to displace the native biota, which strangely does not seem to be resisting their advances to the degree we would expect. A direct application of force, either via a council mission or army operation, should be able to reduce or even eliminate its spread. We will begin preparations for a research project to better understand this phenomenon. Future notifications of this will only appear in the notifications queue on the left side of the screen. Alright. So this is La Paz. So alien life forms. So I need to keep an eye out for those. We need to send, I believe Jose can assault alien things, so I think we're going to send him to do that next turn. Because I don't think I can send the 1st Marine Division to go and do that. That is something we wanted to research as soon as we can. Okay. So yes, I can send him to assault the alien asset, and he's got 6 command. They're American. I mean, I probably can send the Marine Corps to deal with it, but the question is, do I want to do that? If I want this to have a decent chance of success, I need to spend 16 ops, which is probably enough.
Heading to the LC.
Standing by for orders.
Alright, Jose, good luck. 28% chance of a crackdown here. Let's just keep on influencing them.
I will tell our story.
Standing by for orders.
Ready for orders.
Still absolutely no chance on America, even though we have 10 persuasion. They just do not want to be our friends. And I don't even think, honestly, doing public campaigning really is doing much for us here, because we have we're over 55% on public opinion in America.
I will tell our story.
Ready. We'll make our appeal.
Reporting in.
What's the Dr. Valen quote? Remember, Commander. I can't do a Valen voice. I can't do like even a vaguely German accent. If remember, Commander, don't use explosives on the enemies. We will need to collect the samples for research. Something like that. Ah, Valen. I miss XCOM. I haven't played XCOM in so long. Alright, is that everything done? We're gonna get the space dock this month, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna get some research finished this month as well. Let's go. I'm very curious to see what happens here. Hab module complete. We've completed construction of a new space dock for Honeysuckle Station in low Earth orbit. Okay, so we can actually build a new module at this point. The question is there anything we want to add on here? The labs give a 3% bonus to investments in welfare, military, miltech, and mission control, and I just don't know if that's worth it, considering the amount of resources needed to build them. So I think I'm going to hold off on building another module until we research another module we can place there.
I will report when my mission is complete.
You hear Jose there getting annoyed that I wanted to check up on his mission. Calm down, mate.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Public sentiment is increasingly with.
We've moved the needle.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Toronto got struck by a hurricane. That sucks.
By the numbers.
Okay, our assault on the alien life forms in La Plaza was successful. We actually reduced the alien flora and fauna in the region by 28%, but it is likely some remain. But there's no more option for me to assault alien flora here. I want to do shipbuilding at the end of the turn. Okay, nuclear fission in space has been completed. That's quite cool. That means we now get access to some new technologies. Okay, and now we have control of what the world researches, which is why we wanted to do this. So let's check the tech tree, because we want space mining and refining. In order to get that, we need mass drivers. Mass driver research. This is what we want the world to research, for us to build mining ships. Okay, that's great. I'm really excited to get that underway. We're also probably going to get Alien Origin really soon. Greece and Russia have ended their rivalry. The aliens have rapidly become more popular in Bangladesh. Perhaps we should investigate for alien activity there. Yes, we should. Surveilling what we do? Let's find out.
Overwatch.
Okay, before we do anything else, let's build a ship. Design. So we have no ship classes. Design a ship class. This takes a little while to load. Okay, so we have 3 different ship classes. We can build gunships, escorts, and corvettes. All right. Let's actually also do something else because you Subai had a really good point. We should check where the Lunar probe tech is. Because that's something else I want to work my way towards. Luna. Nothing. Probe. Launch. We'll do a full search. Next generation aerospace. What does this give us? Airspike rocket scramjets. I can't see where the lunar probe tech is. Try probe. I'll try moon. Okay. Mission to the moon. Okay. Mission to the moon is actually being researched as we speak. It is one of the techs that the world is researching. So that's going on in the background. That's fine. Okay, anyway, back to shipbuilding. Okay, so gunships have... Now, this doesn't change anything. No, it just gives me a way of calling what it is. So gunships are 216 tons and have a crew of 4. God, imagine going out into the solar system in a ship with a crew of 4. Escorts have a crew of 4. Corvettes have a crew of 8. Okay, that makes them seem a lot better to me. Gunships have a crew of 3, actually. Turn rate 227 degrees per second, 223, 96. So corvettes are a lot slower to turn. They take 90 days, 60 days. So gunships are the fastest to build, corvettes are the longest. They cost a bit more. I think we want to go for the biggest ship we can build right now, which is probably not going to be that great. In terms of nose weapons, the only weapon I can give it is a 10-inch cannon, which is a redesigned heavy naval artillery gun suiting for mounting on the nose of many of our combat craft. Uses 1 hardpoint. Damage is 88.2 megajoules, or 4.4 damage. Has a muzzle velocity of 1.4 kilometers per second. Target range of 250 kilometers. Let's put one of those on there because I don't have anything else I can mount in that slot. Hull weapons. We'll look at these in a minute. Utility modules. These are radiators. So we've got the choice between water heat sinks. So these are heat sinks. A tank of water is heated while conditioned for the ships from radiating heat into space. Heavy water sinks, a larger water heat sink with greater storage capacity. So I think we've got 2 choices on how we want to build this ship. We either build it... The thing is, this is a warship as well, right? So if we're doing anything with this ship, we're going to try and defend Earth with it, which is probably not going to go very well for us. We either build the most expensive ship version of the ship that we can and see how much that's going to cost us, or try and build the cheapest one we can. Let's see how much the most expensive one is going to build us. So, this is basically just a difference in tonnage. This is twice as efficient as this. That's the only difference between them. But it weighs... It's double the tonnage. And I wonder what tonnage is going to affect. Does it slow things down? Does it speed things up? I'm guessing it will slow down the acceleration of the ship if it's heavier. But let's put 2 heavy water heat sinks in here just to see what the final stats are like. We need radiators. We have a choice between aluminium fin radiators and titanium array radiators. So, internal ship heat is circulating working fluids and rejected into space by large retractable aluminium, wow, that's a great word, panels. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Neil. So, the aluminium fin radiator, 400 tons per gigawatt waste heat, and the titanium alloy is 182 tons. So I would have actually assumed that the aluminium fin radiators would be better. Yeah, it has dropped my turn rate from... So my turn rate was 23.4. Yeah, it's halved my turn rate. What's my turn rate with 2 of these? So 34 degrees per second. 23. Let's go with the 2 water ones and just see what the stats are like at the end of the build. So the radiators, I'm trying to work out what radiators to go with here. So, 400 tons per gigawatt waste heat. Yeah, because they're only going to extend these when they're not in combat, right? So it doesn't really matter too much. Battery, we've only got one option for a battery, so we'll take the lithium-ion battery. Ions funneled through an electric gel offer lightweight but slow charging energy storage. Power plant, we've only got one choice for a power plant. That is a fuel cell 1. Alkaline fuel cells consume hydrogen oxygen to produce power and are recharged by a solar array. Yeah, turn rate's going to be important. You're right with spinal weapons. Our drive, we've got a few different choices for drive, and I find this a very hard thing to work out. So we have Apex Solid Rocket 1, powerful but inefficient rocket that mixes polybutadiene, I can't pronounce the chemical, acrylonitrile with an ammonium percolate oxidizer, I've got to feel stupid, to produce thrust. Then there is the Meteor liquid rocket, mixing refined kerosene and liquid oxygen is ideal for reaching Earth orbit. The Neutron liquid rocket, hydrogen reacts with nitrogen tetroxide to provide thrust. And there's the Ventura liquid rocket, cryogenic liquid hydrogen mixes with oxygen for improved efficiency. Alright, they 14 tons, 13 tons, 17 tons, 66 tons. Thrust 14 newtons. Actually, that's okay, 14.9. Thrust is 14.9, 15.3, 14.2. This is looking like the best so far with the stats I've looked at for mass and thrust. Now we're going to look at the power use efficiency. 1.4, 1.6, 1.6, 2.2. So this is the most efficient one. Propellant. This ship will be built in orbit at Honeydew if I can. That is a plan. Although I don't have the components for it. This is a good point. Damn. I think it's the Neutron liquid rocket. I think this is the one we want. Okay. Now, we can also add additional engines. Because we have no Delta V at all. The max amount of engines I can write is six engines. If I add 50 propellant tanks, we've got a Delta V of 5.1 kps. I don't know what a good Delta V to aim for is a big problem. We also need to armor the ship up, and we've got different armor choices. We've got steel armor. Vulnerable and heavy steel armor plate increases vessel survivability. You've got titanium armor, heat and shatter resistant armor. The problem is, Crash, I need a ship to get resources, because I need to go mining in space, and I don't know what I need to build for that. Boron carbide armor. Alright, where am I looking to transfer from? Let's see, I'm looking to transfer from low Earth orbit 2, which is where it's going to be built. He can't move, yeah. 2, where do we want to go to, right? Let's say we're going to Earth Luna, right? So we need a Delta V of 5.1, so we could make it with this. An acceleration of 2,000 millig's. So this thing could get to the moon. If I wanted it to get to... Well, I haven't picked that yet. So if we go to Earth to Mars... So let's go into a synchronous Mars orbit. We've got enough Delta V to get to Mars. Fleet is in position. Oh no, I need 18 kps of DV. I didn't look down here, I looked up here. So the thrust profile isn't good enough for that. That's a one-way trip. Not even. Does that take us back? See, the problem with that is it doesn't take us back to the fleet builder. So really, building a ship right now is kind of not getting us anywhere, right? Because we also what slot goes in there. Oh, that's our guns. Building a ship right now doesn't really get us anywhere because what we need to build, what we need to do is we need to get these resources here. We don't actually have any of these resources. Earth will supply these resources at a drain. But we need to have these in space to build this ship, basically. 30mm autocannon, 6-inch cannon, or a crate missile bay. So if we wanted to build this ship, right, it would require us... Oh, so it actually remembers our thing, right? What was the asteroid belt? So we want an Eros parking orbit. We need 16.2 kps. Yes, that's right. The resources cost boost. Thank you for reminding me. No, I can build this. I can build this at the hab module. It's just going to cost boost. So hang on, let me add some armor. What are we looking at here? We also need to get our Delta V up. But I now know if I needed to want to get from Earth to Eros, I need 16 kps. That's what I'm thinking around as well. And see, a small Earth defense ship is what I really want to build. So we go with steel armor. I think that's stupid. We go with titanium armor. That's better. Then there's also silicon carbide armor and boron carbide armor. The boron carbide armor is by far the best. But if I wanted to add that on, let's say I was building my dream ship. Like, how many tons of armor do I add? Like, like I don't know what this is what the game recommends I build. This is actually a really good ship. But it's only giving me 2 armor at the front. What engine is this? That's the Venture liquid rocket. That's the basic one, isn't it? No, this is the one this is the up one from what I was looking at. And it's given a missile launcher and a 10-inch cannon. 641 propellant tanks, 6 engines. We've got 17.9 kps. So we can't make it to the asteroid belt, but we can make it to Mars. No, I don't think we can make it to Mars actually, because I think you need an 18 for Mars. $20.6 required for Mars. Yeah, it's insane, some of that. It's insane. It's because the engine's so inefficient. So this ship hasn't got enough DV to get to Mars. But if I wanted it to protect Earth, it's probably in an okay position to do that as our first ship. What do we think about the armor? Do we think we need more armor? It's the game has gone with silicon carbide armor. I wonder if I put this up to 5 and then maybe go 1 here and like 2 here. Earth Moon I think we're fine with. So if I go Earth Moon, that's Mercury. If I go for if I just go to Luna, we need we can't even get to Luna. No, it's sorry, it's okay. It's on I want a say a high lunar orbit. Okay, we can make it to the moon. It looks like it can do Earth and Moon and back. It'll take a day. It'll take 18 hours to get to the moon. So I think we're good. Shall we build this ship? I think this is our first ship. Well, we need a name for it. I'm thinking we call it... Can I not make it back? The armor's probably not going to do anything but slow us down. You're right. But the downside is if we get hit, we're probably dead anyway. But then we're probably dead anyway. I was going to name it after... I can't delete the name. It won't let me edit the name. Ah, there we go. It's a fast trip to the moon. We might not come back from the moon. I may not have misread it, but let's call it the so this is the ship class. Let's call this a Kiva class ship. It's a Kiva class gunship. It is we're going to call it a space superiority gunship. This is the class of the ship, not the ship name. We might call it something like that. Let's save the design. That's it saved. Okay, let's just see how much of a disaster this is. So we can now build this, okay? We can try and build this. So if I click build, we can build it in low Earth orbit, add it to queue. It's going to take 90 days to build. It's going to cost 1.5... I'm really sorry, everybody. We can't. We need 6.5 thousand boost to build this ship. It's not going to happen. What we could do is just really quickly, instead of building a gunship, let's build a corvette, which is the smallest, or is it a... Hang on. Is it a corvette or an escort that has the least crew? It's the escort is actually the smaller ship. We auto-design an escort. The game won't let me auto-design it. Why will the game not let me auto-design it? I can't auto-design a Corvette. That's to build an orbit, derp. I can't build that ship on Earth, I don't think. Because the only place I can build it is in orbit, is the Honeysuckle Station. This is the only shipyard I have available. Gunship's the smallest. Okay, let's just see if we can build a gunship. I doubt we can. We're probably too early. We're probably doing this too early. So I've got a gunship selected here. It's not going to let me auto-design this. So we're going to have to... Okay, let me auto-design it. Okay. So this thing here has a missile launcher and a 30mm cannon. It has a little bit of armor. It will make it to the moon faster than the gunship. I like the people calling it the Ur. I really like that. So this is the Ur class escort. If we want to build this, it's cheaper, but it's still gonna be way too much. So this these 2.3 thousand boost to build. If I go for the absolute cheapest build ship possible, right? We'll give it a missile launcher and only the missile launcher. We'll give it one water tank. We'll give it the cheap radiators. We have to give it a battery. We have to give it a power plant. The cheapest drive. It's a bit hard to tell because everything's a balance. I think this is the cheapest drive because it's a balance of both things. We need to give it armor as well, so we'll give it silicon carbon. No, the problem is the steel. Although steel is cheap, it's very heavy. I think this is actually too much of a detriment. We're gonna go with this armor. Okay, and now we need enough delta. Now we just up the delta V. I need to get to 5 kPa. Yes. Oh, it's a gunship. No. I know it says gunship, but this is the layout for an escort. This is just a bad bit of UI. I need to get this up to 5. Oh. Okay. We now have a transfer to the moon. I don't think we can come back from the moon, okay? But let's see how much this will cost to build. That's fine. So this is our super cheap ship. No, this is the thing I want to build. This needs 340 boost just to build this thing, which hilariously has more firepower than the Kiva class Corvette. So that's just not going to happen. We need to get mining going first. I think that's where we need to aim for, which is really disappointing. I know that's really frustrated me, but we just need these. We need these resources. So what we need is we need water. Can you pay in installments? I wonder if I can get a loan for my spaceship. Will the aliens loan me the components I need to build my spaceship? We need water. We need volatiles. We need base metals. We need noble metals, and we don't actually need any fossils. So the way it works, Mixam, is the ship costs. Hang on, let me go back in here. Okay, so the ship. So let's take this ship for example. This ship costs 195 water, 121 volatiles, 23.9 base metals, and 4 noble metals. Okay. We don't have any of those in space right now because we have no way to produce them. So what the game does is it calculates how much it would cost to fly those materials into space to build a ship with. What I can do instead is if I can mine those resources in space, I don't need to boost them into orbit to use them to build, and then I only need to pay those resources to build a ship. The most expensive 4-place coffin. I'm going to try your suggestion, many-headed mishaps, just to see. So if I don't include any weapons, I'm not sure if the game's going to let me do that. So we want an escort. We have to have a radiator, I'm pretty sure. Let's just see, what's the minimum? We're going to need a battery. I don't think there's any way we can avoid that. We need a power plant. We need a drive. I think this is the most efficient one. We also need radiators. I don't think we can avoid these. I think we have to have these. We also have to have armor. The game will not let us continue without armor. Okay. Now we need to get some speed on the go, so let's get some propellant tanks. We need to hit 5.5 kps. Okay. I'll give it some extra tanks. So yeah, it's all about infrastructure. So we've got a ship here. I don't think it'll let me save this. No, because I don't have... It needs a drive, power plant, radiators, but it needs a battery. I've got a battery, armor, and an assigned role. We're just going to call this an explorer. Utility module. It needs a utility module. It needs a radiator. Okay. Still can't save it. To save the ship, you must have a drive, check. Power plant, check. Radiators, check. Battery, check. Armor, check. Propellant tank, check. And an assigned role. Specialty designs like colony ships must also have a utility module that allows them to perform the role's function. So I think we need a mining module to go in here. Yeah, it is acceleration. Thank you for reminding me. I think we need a mining module to go here before we can build this ship. Because the game is forcing me to put a gun on the ship. If I put this cannon on, oh, I still can't save the ship. What am I missing? Yeah. The aliens are super powerful. I'm just going to trash these designs for now. Let's focus on trying to get a mining ship up and going. So what we need for mining, we're already working on it. We need mass driver research to be completed. That will get us mining modules. That's where we're headed. Oh, we need to do this.
Ready for orders.
Wow, America's getting harder to control. What is... That's China. Exactly, many-handed mishaps. It needs the right weapon. It needs the right modules to fit the role that you've selected for it. So America's currently getting harder to control, even though we have 58% public opinion. I have a level 10 politician here, and he's not strong enough. I think I pick up Tyrus. +3 admin. I don't think that's much use for him. What do we use admin for? Counts as money can allow you to control 1 additional org tier. Oh, that's a good one for him. Because he already has a lot of orgs. Grab that for him. You can now pick up the Australian Special Air Service. If this is 1 up, maybe pick that up. So we need to start increasing everybody's admin. That gets them more orgs under their control. I know that was frustrating. It was fun exploring the ship designer. It is very, again, like every time you open up, every time you unpack a new section of this game, it's like another overwhelming level of complexity added onto what you've seen before. I remind you that we are still just performing operations on Earth, but we have this entire solar system to perform operations in. I would love to try and get a mining ship done for the end of the stream, but we're probably... They're very good at operating within Australia, Derp. It's just outside Australia. Also, should they now be renamed the... what are we called again? The Republic of the Southern Cross? Yeah, thank you, Subdat. You're on the same boat you're on the same page as me. All right, let's get the game moving forward again, because we've been sitting here for quite a while, not making progress. So let's just public campaign.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready.
Side.
What's the up?
In America, please. No. Yeah, okay. Brian, tell America how great we are.
We'll make our appeal.
Chuck, tell America how great we are. Lou,
Ready for my mission.
Tell America how great we are.
Making our case.
Okay.
Standing
Anna
by.
Sophia. Can you crack down here yet? 47% chance. Yeah, do it. Crack it down.
Targeting their key people.
Alright.
Setting a watch.
That would be really cool if the orgs updated their names. Okay. We're just waiting on research at the moment. That's what we're waiting on. Okay, we've got a new alien fleet in orbit. Guys, it's open season on Russia. Russia just got cooed. They got no control points.
We've neutralized their key people.
Whoa, Iran just tested a nuclear weapon. All factions with control points in the nation gain one atrocity and suffer negative shift in public opinion worldwide.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our
I
direction.
thought it would get easier to capture America as I've already captured 3 points in America. A new station? Did you notice a new station? Yes. Well spotted, Crash. There is a station in low Earth orbit. I think it's a servant station. Oh no, it's not a station. It's the alien ship. We have detected an alien base belonging to the aliens at the Phalanx Gambit on Anku. Okay, they're just establishing the base at the moment. Yeah, it's an alien fleet. So where is this place? Where's Anku? Oh, it's still out past Uranus. Okay. I've got to say the music in this game isn't like groundbreaking, but it's very pleasant. Okay, everyone's just cancelling. Oh, we've got alien abductions happening in Calcutta. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start doing every turn is go into the Intel tab and check the alien activity. So we have one alien site in we're going to send Jose
Ready.
to investigate alien activity. That is his job.
On the way to the target site.
Okay, then we're going to send our
here.
best man
Where
to Russia. We've got a 30% chance of grabbing a control point here. If I go all in, I've got an 86% chance of grabbing a control point in Russia. We're going to go for it. I'm expecting everybody else to do the same
orders?
thing. Let's do a surveillance operation on Russia to see if we can pick up all of the people
Initiating surveillance.
that will be coming here.
What's the op?
You can purge Myanmar. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Terminating the opposition.
Ready to go.
And you just keep telling America how great we are.
We'll make our
Right.
appeal.
How are we doing on research? So Alien Origins about to complete. Mass Drivers is just over a quarter of the way there.
Initiating recon.
Alien station detected. So they've now got an alien station over Anku. You come blow the ship up and then you'll get your materials. We completed the Alien Origin project. There are a multitude of theories about whether the aliens hail from. Running from the... That's not pretty... There are a multitude of theories about whether the aliens hail from. I think it should be where the alien hails from. Running the gamut from plausible to absurd. Maddeningly, our further study of alien debris cannot be quite said to rule anything out. Our long-range scanners have confirmed that yes, there is a large and strikingly regularly shaped mass of similar materials in the deeper reaches of the solar system, strongly suggesting the presence of some manner of alien installation. However, our scans have also confirmed that not all the substances within the debris are available locally, as it were. Thus, though our visitors do indeed to have a large industrial-scale presence within Sol's orbit, they did not originate from it. Okay. We've completed the alien research. We've significantly extended our ability to watch and gather intelligence through further reaches of the solar system, and in the process we have discovered a large number of alien HABs in the Kuiper belt. It seems our visitors have been here for some time. Observation of the HABs, along with re-examination of older telescope imagery taken from before the arrival on Earth, has persuaded a much clearer picture of the local alien operations. At some point in the last 2 years, the aliens built their HABs and launched the ship that crashed down on Earth. Given that A, it seems impossible that complex life could have evolved in the frozen reaches of our solar system, and B, the alien ship appears to be partially constructed from material of extrasolar origin, we believe that the aliens arrived here from another star system. We have 3 leading theories as to how they could have accomplished this. They traveled to our solar system via slower-than-light interstellar spacecraft. Such a craft would in all probability be very large. It would require large quantities of energy for propulsion and life support, and may well have taken generations to make the journey. We have thus far seen no evidence of an alien mothership. The aliens, or their ancestors, arrived long ago, and have been recently awakened from hibernation, or they have been constructed somehow from raw materials. We currently have no explanation for how this may be possible. 3. The aliens have developed some means of faster-than-light transport, such as an Alcubierre drive or transversable wormholes. While this theory might seem fanciful, the possibility of long-dormant aliens in the Adamus regions of the solar system seems equally unlikely. Our imagery analysts have also identified a structure on the alien surface base emitting highly unusual energy readings that do not appear to match any form of known power generation. Once again, our research has left us with more questions than answers, but evidence suggests that the alien HABs represent a key part of the logistics network. If we intend to oppose their operations, their HABs would be a primary target. New project available. Mountain Warfare Doctrine. Okay. The game is now getting serious. We've been playing for 3.5 hours, and I feel like it's just starting to hot up. I've been playing on 5 times speed, but my turns have taken a while. What do we want to research here? We've got the alien flora research, which we do need to pick up. We also need to build something upstairs in our space station. So energy lab is a possibility. That will gain us energy research. Information science lab will give us information science research. This is all stuff for upgrading ships. Outpost core will allow us to build small planetary bases. I think I'm going to go for that. Okay, that research has begun. Let's unpause the game.
Trillions of dollars just sitting up there, yet still the regulators drag their heels. Maybe it's time I treated the president to another golfing weekend. Chairman Soren van Wyk leaked private correspondence.
We have now got Mission to Moon researched. This unlocks for us Ad Astra. So let's just maybe change this. Okay, Ad Astra is an option here. It is an option in the main tech tree. Is that right? Yeah, Ad Astra. It's directed space research orbital settlement HABs. So that doesn't get us our probes. That's right. If we put more modules in the station, it will consume our boost. Well remembered. Can't speak. It will slow us down. But we are hoping to take America and Russia. So maybe we'll be able to trade that off. Question is, will we take Russia? Mission to Moon gave us access to the next in the chain, which is called Ad Astra. So apparently Mycomate's saying we can send the probe now. So hang on, I'm going to pause the game. How do we send the probe? Where's the moon? Here's Luna. Haha! So here's the thing, the game did not tell us we could do this. I had both Neil reminded me of the research, and now Mycomate, thank you so much, just saying, go and check you can do this. So we can now launch a probe to prospect base sites on a planet, moon, or asteroid. You cannot build a base until the space body has been properly prospected. And we can also find a command module for a small space station in orbit. So it's going to cost me 4.2 cash monies and 0.5 boost. I don't see any reason why we do not send a probe to the moon. So let's launch a prospector probe. A probe under the control resistance has been launched towards Luna. It will survey potential mining sites and allow the construction of habitats on the surface.
We are in control now.
Can I see my probe? Does my probe exist on the map? It's probably too small, right? So can I launch a probe to somewhere else? Just to see, right? So I could launch a probe to Ceres. That's not Ceres. It's too far away. Okay, I can't launch a probe here. I may have missed it, but I didn't see it because it says this now unlocks Ad Astra, but I maybe clicked on the wrong... I didn't maybe click through it, you're right. Okay.
Our supporters are in place.
Hey, we got a control point in Russia. Sorry for clapping. I don't know why I clapped. Control point in Russia is great. Oh. The initiative tried to purge us in Myanmar. Well, we need to protect Myanmar. We now have control of the 8th Guards army. Okay. Jose?
At your service.
Can you please defend Myanmar?
Securing our control.
Anna Sophia? Crack down.
Cracking down.
Luege? There is still a control point free in Russia, and we're going to grab it. Get that control point.
Control.
Ryan?
Ready to go.
Start cracking down if you can. You know, 50% chance. That's really sad. That makes me sad. Let's start working on public opinion in Russia. Yeah. I know I'm kind of pecking at two sides. I'm doing Russia and America, but this is just a great opportunity that's come out of nowhere. We can't really, like, I can't do more than I'm already doing here. This is insane, the amount of public support I have in America for still not being able to get them on side. It's absolutely insane. Thank you so much, Michael Maid and Neil. Yeah, I do. You're right. I need to get mission to Moon, mission to Mars, mission to the asteroid belt, etc. Okay. Let's get you over in Russia for now. No, let's get you to... there's no point in campaigning in America right now. Also, Russia really likes us anyway. So I don't really see the point in doing this either. But let's just sit on that for the moment. I wonder who cooed Russia. Because it was controlled by Humanity First and the Servants at the time. Alright, confirm assignments. Let's wait. Hopefully our probe will...
Making things safe for our people.
Okay, we can now save people in the Philippines. Causes limited damage to the economy population, grants a significant population boost against the Philippines. All armies suffer minor damage. And that's when we held on to that 20 ops. Okay, alien fleet.
The people will come to our side.
We lost their trail.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, we've got aliens in Peru.
We've gained significant support.
We've got 2 control points in Russia. We're now up to 28 boost income a year. Okay, the servants are cutting all their ties with us, which I'm a little bit worried about. So we have aliens in Peru. It's not showing. Oh, it's showing up. Okay. So Jose,
Standing by for
go fight them alien plants. Oh, I'll have to spend some ops on this. I hope it's not another typhoon.
Gear up.
Ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It zoomed me into Australia when I clicked on Peru.
Where do you need me?
So, Anna
Ready
Sophia,
for orders.
I need your expert spy mastering in Russia. We're going to take Russia.
Applying pressure on their people.
Wait, where did I send you? No, I don't
Standing
want
by
you to...
for orders.
Where to?
70% chance of a crackdown. Let's go for it.
Turning up the heat.
Ryan, I need you in Myanmar, because we're going to take it.
Ready for my mission. Cracking down.
You
Ready for
guys...
Making our kiss.
Acknowledged. We must persuade the people.
I do have control of Russia's nukes. Yes, I have the red button. Okay, our probe control by the resistance has arrived at Luna and completed scans. We now construct bases there with the appropriate colonization technology. Can I see what these... Okay, so Mars has some water, some fissiles, some common metals, and some noble metals. Okay, so we just need to get a base here ASAP. That's it, isn't it? Here we go, I can see... So only one site has water, the Piri crater. That makes it very valuable, but hasn't got very much of anything else. The other one that looks quite useful is the Mare Tranquillitatis, because it has the only one that has rare metals. I'm not too worried about fissiles at this point. I probably need 2 bases. I need one at Piri Crater and one at Mare Tranquillitatis if I can. And so you mix them. Where is the influence going down? I haven't noticed. Please tell me.
We laud the Romans for
Mass drivers are done. Okay.
rather than exterminating other nations. But we should not forget that their siege weapons were terrible things to behold.
The problem is, Subadai,
littered with accounts of opponents simply surrendering as they watched Roman catapults approaching their walls.
we have to... Shush, AI. Shush, person talking. It costs us boosts to get the water from Earth into space. It doesn't cost us boosts to get the water from the moon into space. Seavolt, I'm going to be ending the stream soon anyway, so thank you very much for hanging out. I spent a lot of influence last turn. I did. My influence is going down. Alright, so now we can research space mining and refining. Oh, brilliant. And we are the ones that are in charge. So let's get space mining and refining. This is a requirement for the following projects. Outpost mining complex. Deep space metallurgy. Yeah, this is what we need. Begin research. Okay. And we're going to push that research as well. Oh, Doctor, you are so late. We've been going for we're about to end the stream. We've been going for 4 hours. We're going to do one more turn. And mass drivers might help with getting stuff into space. You're right, many-headed myself. I've got no idea where this game goes from this point. This is the furthest I've ever gone. I am not going to close the game. So for those of you who haven't played this demo, you can't save your game. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep the game running in the background until I can stream it again. And we're going to continue this playthrough. Yeah, you're right, Subadai. I never got around to doing that management research I wanted to do. We have a look at our influence drain. It's not as bad, actually. Yeah. We're losing 2.5 influence a day to being over cap. Which is not good. It's really not good. That's a big problem. I'm not sure when the next stream is going to be. I could maybe stream tomorrow, because I am quite keen to continue this. I wasn't intending to. I'll see how I feel, but it'll be the same time tomorrow if I do decide to stream again. I think we can all say that taking Australia at the start was probably not worth it. But I think it's given me, what it has given me is it's given me a really good cash income, actually. Taking Australia at the start has given me a really good cash income. I'm going to finish the turn, and then I'm going to end the stream. But not straight away. Oh! Oh, whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, the servants have an outpost building on the moon. Which means we need to get on top of that ASAP. We can't build it. We can't build an outpost yet, can we? So they got Mayor Tranquility, which I thought was one of the ones I really wanted to get. We can't build a Piri Crater, can we? We missed our chance. I could have built that. Okay, stream. Don't go yet. Yeah, Polaris. Well, you're here for an important decision. We have to. It's a land grab, right? This is literally the gold rush. We need to decide which of these sites we're grabbing. Okay. So we can afford. We can afford. Well, I could afford a second ago. Ooh, I could assault it. Now I could build a location a second ago. Now suddenly I can't. I had the option to do this just a second ago. I had it on screen. Oh, yeah, no, that's not it. This is the space station. Yeah, I can't think I can build this yet. No, I need outpost core. I need this research to complete. Fastest I can get it done is 10th of May, okay? So the first thing we're going to do when we start this next stream is we're going to get the outpost core research done, and we are going to rush to grab territory on the moon because the servants got here first and they grabbed the best location, and that's bad. And what we're going to do is we're going to get Jose Maria Rojas into space. We're going to send him to the moon, and he has the ability, I believe, to assault. That's an enemy space asset. Damn, can he not assault? Do I have anyone who can assault control space asset? Do we have anyone who can do a ground assault on space assets. Okay. We can't take it over, unfortunately. Alright, well anyway, that's for next time. I think it's a good point to take a break now because a lot has happened in this stream. We're doing pretty well, we've got good income, we've taken some very important countries, we're working on Russia and America. We have 50% control of both of those countries. If it is a space asset, then that's fine, but it specifically said HAB, and I'm worried it means something different, but we'll find out together. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to end the stream here. I'm worried the bases aren't space assets. Yes. I'm just going to put my ending soon thing on. But, yeah, I've had a really good time streaming. I'm really happy you've all joined me for it. Thank you for all of the advice. It's been really fun working the game out with you, or getting the advice that you've been giving me. And, yeah, cheers for hanging out. It's been really good. I hope you all have a great morning, noon, night, whatever time of day it is with you. And I will catch you on my next stream. I'm probably looking at doing it tomorrow, honestly, because I had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, Steven. Thank you all. I will catch you all later, and have a good one. Ciao.